going to be joining you for this journey, and I'm joined here by Senketsu. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Polly? It's cold.
I'm doing amazing. I made a tweet like really long ago. Actually, it wasn't that long ago. It was like a week ago. By the way, follow me on Twitter at Polymonto. Anyway, I made a tweet being like, man, I can't wait to start casting esports again.
Yeah.
Like, you know me. If I'm not casting Brawlhalla, I'm playing Brawlhalla. If I'm not playing Brawlhalla, I'm thinking about Brawlhalla. This game is my all, man. I hate the off season. I just want to watch pro games.
I know we're getting back into it. January 2023, getting into the Frostfight tournament. This is my first casting event, tournament that I've been a part of in 2023, so I'm super excited. It's been a long off season. I feel like it's been forever. We're getting right into it, so I'm glad we start off the year with the GOAT Polymonto and with Brawling. Very cool event coming for you guys today. But yeah,
it's going to be awesome, and I think we are actually getting ready to actually just kind of jump straight into it. Now, of course, you should have access. You should be able to do !bracket in the chat if you want to go on ahead and look at what has happened so far. But let me catch you up real quick. We're watching Munir versus Sarmay, and Munir beat Godly.
Yeah.
2-1.
That's insane.
That is, you know, when I saw that, I was a little bit tempted to make an incident tweet, but I refrained this time. This time I refrained.
Well, yeah, I really expected Godly to win the last one, but as we see here, Munir came clutch, brought it home, and is going against Sarmay here in the first match of the tournament, or the top 8 here. So super excited to see what happens here. But yeah, instant tweet.
Yeah. It's going to be great, yeah. And on the other side, so this is going to be a top 8 game, by the way. And on the other side of winners in top 8, we have Aquino going up against Swada. Aquino beating, let me check, drum roll please. Aquino beating Akno. So I mean, this really, this is just a very spicy tournament. There's a lot going on here. Many upsets that weren't, unfortunately, but I mean, we're going to be able to watch these players and we're going to be able to see how did they get this far, what's going on. Are they having the best day of their life, or are they just cracked?
Yeah, it's cool coming out from the off season too, because we get to see who's been grinding, who's been practicing the entire off season, who's been kind of laying back, chilling for a little bit. So we see some upsets here with Aquino versus Acto and Gali and Munir and all this stuff, But these up and coming players against Swada too. Swada's really good, Sarmay's really good. So we'll see what happens in this in the first top 8 here, the first top 8 matches here. Super excited.
Yeah, I mean, if you told someone 1 year ago that in a top 8 brawling tournament you would be seeing Munir, Sarmay, Aquino, and Swada, people quite frankly would just be like, yeah, no, there's no way. What's going on here? There's some win trading going on. How did they make it that far? But these guys they've been grinding during the off season. They've been doing well in the tournaments, slowly climbing up the ranks, getting better and better, and now they're here and they're ready to prove themselves as Munir is locking in on the Thor. Maybe that's a little bit of a sneak peek of what they've been playing in the bracket so far.
Yeah, looks like we got Munir on the Thor and Sarmay second on the Val here. I feel like Val is a super good pick, very consistent pick among the especially in EU. A lot of the top EU players swapping over to that Val. This is I believe this is pre-patch, right? The patch hasn't come out yet, the new with all those nerfs and all that stuff.
Exactly.
So a lot of changes coming soon to the entirety of the esports scene of Brawlhalla, but for now Val's always been a solid and consistent pick. So I feel like that's pretty good seeing from Sarmay there. Very excited to see what happens in this game with this Thor pickup from Munir.
100%, and it's also noteworthy to add that I am 99.9% sure that battle boots were allowed during this tournament, which we might be seeing some battle boots coming out, and that's also really fun. First tournament really being played with this weapon and now legal, and it's a completely different thing figuring out the weapon for yourself. This is the first time pro gameplay in a tournament is being broadcasted and displaying what these pros have been doing with this weapon, what
I
they've
know.
figured out, what kind of strats they've got going on. And, you know, I think a weapon is released 2 times. The moment it's released, and then the moment they actually get to see it in tournaments. And that's kind of what we're gonna see here. We don't actually, you know, most of us, we don't really know, you know, what are the true capabilities of this weapon. We're gonna be able to know after we get to watch some of these players hopefully play it today.
100%. Super excited to see any Battle Boots gamers, any Battle Boots pros, because they can really stretch the capabilities and the limits of the Battle Boots, you know, as we haven't seen yet. So I'm super excited to see what everyone's going to be doing with the Battle Boots. If we will ever even see a Battle Boots, hopefully, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited. Nonetheless,
I mean, that would also be quite telling, right? You know,
Yeah,
if no one
yeah.
is playing the weapon, because usually in cases like these, the weapon can be kind of overused because people are like, okay, you know, let's say 50% of the people here have learned Battle Boots. I just have to get kind of decent at it, and then I can beat all of the people that don't know the weapon yet. You know, you can kind of cheese your way in there.
For sure.
But most people might be thinking otherwise.
Yeah, I think Battle Boots is gonna be a definite mix up here if people do end up playing it, because again, they could be used to it, but there's so much more that we probably haven't seen what someone could do with Battle Boots in the hands of pros, that we'll definitely check out hopefully in this stream, one of the first, if I believe the first 2023 stream with Battle Boots online enabled. So I'm super, again, excited to see that. Hopefully we see that. But yeah, oh, we see another character. We actually see a character switch up from Munir here. All right, okay. So yeah, Polly, what are your?
Yeah, we see them. We see them hovering over the Jae-Yun. What were you gonna ask me?
I know. No, I just want to know what your specific thoughts, your opinions were about the Battle Boots coming out.
Okay, now I said this earlier. I said this earlier in VC. I haven't played the weapon that much because I'm like, you know, I want to wait for the weapon to get 1 patch before I learn it, because if you don't wait for that, you're just kind of playing Russian roulette with how they're gonna change the weapon. So I don't really know that much. I know it's very annoying to fight, but that's probably because I
100%.
don't know how to play it yet.
Yeah, that's true. I love the weapon. But it's really annoying. But it looks like we're getting into the first game of the tournament here with Munir and Sarmay. Munir locking in that greatsword on the Negan Walking Dead crossover. Good start off from Sarmay here, putting a lot of pressure. But Munir switching up D-Light recovery coming out on sword, and looks like damage is pretty even here, Polly.
Very even so far. Great job by Munir, knocking Sarmay away to pick up the next weapon. Clearly here, favoring this greatsword, throwing away the sword for the swap. So that's already quite interesting. Let's see what Munir is going to be able to do on this greatsword.
Yeah, we don't really see a lot of greatsword players that I've seen personally in these tournaments, so I'm really excited to see a lot more greatsword plays coming out from Munir here. Great D-Light from Sarmay, trying to get the edge guard, but not quite getting it. Side Sig gets Munir way off stage. Ooh, barely makes it back up. See if Sarmay can get this edge guard, a perfect D-Light recovery punish to get that first stock.
There it is, going to be swapping out to those gauntlets, presumably, to try and get some reads, some nice damage build-up. He does not want Munir to get a weapon here, but he doesn't really have much of a choice. There comes the D-Light recovery out, and Sarmay is going to be going down quickly. Munir rebalancing the game here.
Yeah, completely fresh stocks from both sides. Great. Oh, off stage, double down there.
Munir! Okay!
Great, Lord Polly, what did we just witness? Oh my goodness.
We just witnessed Munir committing unspeakable acts with Sarmay, with a great sword off stage. I'm at a loss for words. Munir has a massive advantage now, and he's gonna keep it going, but Sarmay coming back fiercely as ever with these gauntlets.
I'm speechless, Polly. Oh my gosh. Munir took a completely even stock with the greatsword and hit 5 downers in a row. And he's still going crazy with it, putting that pressure, putting that aggression on Sarmay, on the gauntlet. Sarmay's doing his best to hold up. Munir's in the red near. Sarmay needs 1 good hit or sig to finish off this stock, but Munir with the reads and gets that D-Light over. Oh my god. Wow, Munir is really showing up here with the Greatsword. He has not been sleeping on this offseason. He's been grinding on the Greatsword here. Very impressive, and it's exciting to see these Greatsword plays coming out in this tournament. Like I said earlier, I'm hyped. I'm super hyped.
Yeah, great showing by Munir here, and you know it's really fun, as mentioned prior, to see this greatsword pick coming out here. We really don't have that much greatsword in Europe. We have like a couple of known greatsword players, but not really ever at top 8 level. And Munir being able to, you know, have great success with it, but for how long? Sarme is already going for something massive on the offstage. Munir isn't going to follow for it now though.
Great comeback from Munir there. Sarme going crazy, trying to bring Munir off stage here. Great grapple into weapon throw, and Munir can't get it back. Great control from Sarme, doing that D-Light reverse there to redirect him back on the left side of the map off stage, and he secures that kill by that ground pound. Very well played, Sarme. Definitely switching things up with the gauntlet.
Oh my God.
String coming out. Wow, a lot of pressure being put on from Sarme. Okay, Munir. Good
so much damage here, but Munir is doing a great job at holding his ground. It's here where he starts having a little bit of a hard time though, coming back from a disadvantageous position against Sarme. I mean, that's not really something that you can just kind of do. You're gonna have to battle for that.
He opted for a D-Light side air off stage. Sarme lives that, and an N-State coming out almost. Oh, and a side air. Sarme with 2 stocks up, still holding on to his first stock. Munir need to make something happen soon. This lead is way too high. Oh, side sig. Okay, side sig closes it out on sword. I feel like sword is on Jaeyun is a good kill confirm. Like a safe, I don't know, D-Light recovery or anything like that is pretty safe on sword versus the greatsword. Greatsword's a little bit harder to hit those KOs in my opinion, but Munir.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why Jaeyun is such a great weapon combination, right? Because you can build up all that damage with obviously your combos on the greatsword. And as I'm finishing up this sentence, it looks like Sarme almost just knocked out Munir. Man, oh man, we can't catch a break. These guys are not waiting for us.
Let's see any more greatsword dares. Sarme's doing extremely well off stage here. Great side air, no options from Jaeyun. That's a stock towards Sarme there. Another point there. So it's 1-1 in the first top 8 set between Munir and Sarme now. Pretty even. Sarme changed up the pace of the game completely with that gauntlet starting off. Extreme aggression, extreme momentum coming out from Sarme, and he didn't let up. So very impressive from Sarme there to adapt to Munir's Jaeyun.
Absolutely, and I feel like if Sarme continues playing at a pace like this, where Munir is unable to keep up and unable to, you know, put himself on the scoreboard again, if he loses this, I think he's going to swap Legend, most likely. I might be wrong. I'm usually not wrong when it comes to these kinds of things, though. But the only thing is, I can't really predict what he would swap to, because most of the Legends he would play, I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't already.
Yeah. Munir with a Jaeyun, another down there coming off stage. It looks pretty, that damage looks pretty even. Looks like Sarme did a lot more hits in the beginning, but the greatsword hitting a little bit harder there. He used the soft platform earlier as well to extend his combos, so Sarme is definitely utilizing this map to his advantage, which is very cool to see. Sword mirror here from the both of them. Ooh, for the nair.
Nice start coming out. Munir using the N-Sig presumably to avoid a weapon throw. Sarme is just gonna go out there and hunt him down instead. Now swapping over to the gauntlets. These gauntlets are scary. Munir, these gauntlets have been the downfall of you before, and it looks like they will be your downfall again if you're not careful. Beautiful reversal though. This time showing that he is ready for it. He's not gonna be falling for those kinds of tricks again, and he's gonna keep it even.
Yeah, those gauntlets took him so far last round. 2 stocks ahead. But here we go on the sword, and nair into the reverse side air from Sarme. Trying to get that weapon star, but Munir finds the greatsword.
Oh, the read. The massive read. The side stick could have been massive. You know, Sarme barely had any options there. That could have been absolutely, you know, detrimental for him. But it looks like they're gonna keep duking this out on the stage, and Munir is unable to really find any other kind of massive read here on the stage. And I mean, if you can't find, if you are looking for reads and you can't find reads and your opponent is just going for true combos, they're heavily in the favor there.
Yeah, for sure. Great neutral state coming out from Sarme to catch Munir there. Gets a good weapon start, but Munir unarmed, really taking a lot of damage, or giving a lot of damage out to Sarme here. Sarme off stage again, and we know that is pretty dangerous. No options. A side stick coming out from Munir, takes that stock 1-1, and it's quite, it's a bit even, a tiny bit of damage over on Munir's side, but you know, he's got the advantage with the weapon right now. Let's see what happens here.
Beautiful spacing, grabbing him by that sideline. Not going to be able to capitalize off of that. Gravity cancel, though. Barely any options coming out from Sarme, but he's going to be able to jump out of it anyway. And Sarme's spacing is so good. Sarme really good. Could be hit 15 times, and he will just reset the situation as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I love the usage from Sarme from this off platform, this moving platform with D-Lights here. Last time he did a super easy D-Light recovery with it. But no. Oh, okay, a side signature. Oh, usually the side signature off the stage there, it goes up, doesn't it? That's weird. But I may maybe call like that corner. I'm not sure. But this is very close. This is a very close game 3 here. One good hit from either player, and there we go.
There it is.
Neutral Sig takes the stock. Wow, that was close. I didn't even realize how close that was.
That was so incredibly close, and man, I guess I was wrong. Munir doesn't need to change their legend whatsoever. They're actually going to be sticking to that Jaeyun with great success. Putting 2-1 on the scoreboard, now into match point for Munir. I feel like though, and you know how to make legend predictions. If this goes to a game 5, I think Sarme will probably swap legend. Like Sarme has been, you know, he lost one, then he won one, now he lost one again. You have kind of this back and forth going on. It's looking good for Munir at this point because Sarme might be running out of kind of, you know, that stamina to be able to bring it back, adapt again and again and again. Yeah, this is looking very good for Munir. Sarme is gonna have to step up their game here in the last one.
Yeah, I feel like this matchup is very, very close. They keep bringing it back, like you said, back and forth, one win after a win. And they're just doing a great job of adapting to each other's playstyle. Sarme played extremely aggressive game 2. Munir was able to bring it back on game 3 into a very close match. Oh my god, that is so... I'm so anxious, man. Offstage,
that
Sarme
offstage.
Out of options. I know, it's crazy. Nice.
Oh my god!
Catch. Oh my god, that might have...
Such a great call out. Such a great call out by Munir. And he got for the recovery too. That recovery would have been the KO. That's so good. And the thing is like... The thing is, like, these are not really, you know, that mind-blowing options. It's mostly the fact that, like, Munir, you're calling this out against Sarme. Like, you're just able to do that to him.
I know. Man, Munir is playing very well. Gets that stock and a restock coming out from Munir with a D-Light GCN sig there. Very clean cut from Munir. Munir's playing very well here. Sarme still doing pretty good. Let's see what he does. The gauntlets are very terrifying, as we've seen earlier. Let's see if he can bring it back. But Munir, Munir's trying to get these reads going, and we've seen a lot of them.
Don't forget though, it is Sarme we're talking about. We could be seeing any massive play from any moment that will just absolutely annihilate Munir. But the thing is, you know, as this set has continued, those kinds of plays are happening less and less often. You see Sarme. Sarme is following him after every hit he gets. He's looking for something big. He's trying to get his momentum back on his side, but Munir is just, he's able to see right through it.
Yeah, he is. Munir's doing a great job of punishing these misses here. That neutral sig was great, but a side sig almost takes out Munir. Oh, another side sig off the corner takes Munir out. But again, Sarme needs to hold on to the stock as long as he can. He needs to get as much extra credit built up because as we saw last game, game 3, Munir was able to bring it back even though Sarme had the lead. It was super close. And there we go with a delay recovery, not quite getting it. Oh my gosh, this is insane.
I don't think Sarme drops a position like this. He is in the lead. He has the gauntlets in hand. If he gets just a couple of hits in and he's able to get some kind of combo onto him. But as I say that, you know, Munir just absolutely shuts him down. So we're getting closer and closer here.
Great punishes, great spacing from Munir, getting that D-Light recovery off Sarme when he's grounded. Here we go, another D-Light recovery from the opponent here. Sarme trying to build up as much damage as possible, but Munir trying to even that out with the, very good reverse sig there. Nice down air, off stage, the down air.
Ooh.
Oh my god, these
I'm getting so anxious,
bro.
I can barely watch this. Okay,
Like,
Mooner is
offstage
looking for
crazy.
something. Mooner is looking for something grounded, but Sarmi is just bouncing and floating all around him. He can't find the end light. Sarmi is an entire character model above him, going for the side light. Sarmi is able to punish that as well. Mooner, you need to get up in the air as well. He will do so with a gravity cancel, throwing that side light out. But again, all of these grounded attacks are really not leading onto anything.
way!
So Anything is going to be able to catch him into the air, going for a second one, but Sarmi's able to
Oh
punish
my
it.
God. So intense, Polly. So intense. Mooney was able to bring that back in damage so well. I believe Munir was in the orange, or no. Sarme was in orange. Munir was in dark red already, or was in deep red. And Munir just kept getting hit after hit after hit off on sword, and he just needed that one last hit. That neutral stick almost did the job, but Sarme at the very last second got that GC light recovery to close out that game, and we're at a game 5. No character switches from either side. It's insanely close. Like, this is a very even matchup, I would say.
You know, the ending of that game makes me worry a little bit about Munir. I feel like throughout this entire set, what has Munir's strength been? He's able to call out these options by Sarme, and he's able to make the right decisions 99% of the time. In the last stock there, I feel like Munir started getting a little bit more shaky, you know, using some more questionable options. Although a lot of the options were absolutely insanely good, you know, we were seeing way more blunders. So all I'm hoping right now is that Munir is breathing very deeply, and he starts getting his focus back here into the game.
Yeah. Hopefully he can try to reset his mental here, but Sarme with the double side airs off stage, completely denying him entry back on the platform there. Munir at a disadvantage now, being one stock lower. Sarme sticking with the gauntlets as we see. Nice.
Ooh, that's so good.
Recovery. Oh
that's
my
so
God,
good by Sarme.
The pressure. Okay, very good.
And he has the momentum now.
Sarme.
He has the momentum now. He has all of this damage. Munir is getting pushed into this hypothetical corner. He's starting to get a little bit scared, perhaps. Sarme, you know, might start to feel like Sarme is reading his mind.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, he needs to get that reset. He needs to get some deep breaths in, because Sarme is still 3 stocks here, just like in game 2. Munir's got to have something happen here, something change. Otherwise, it's not looking good for the set for Munir here. Again, we're in game 5, so the winner of this moves on, and the loser goes to the elimination side of the bracket. Sarme doing great with the gauntlets right now.
Doing phenomenally with the gauntlets right now, and it's looking, honestly, it is looking like this game might be a done deal. I'm not gonna count Munir out completely, but I would be extremely surprised if Sarme goes down now.
Yeah, still 2 stocks on Sarme, 2 stock white here. Munir in the orange. It's not looking too good for Munir, but we're not going to count him out just yet. I feel like Greatsword overall as a weapon is you know, it's very
you can't
heavy.
count it out.
You can't. You never know what'll happen. Oh, Sarme with the emote there, the little heart coming off. Okay. See what happens here. Unarmed Munir just rocking him right now. Another read. Okay. Oh no.
Never miss an opportunity to express your bromance.
I know.
And there it is. The DLI recovery coming out after a hard-fought game 5 and 3-2 to Sarme in the set. He will be coming out victorious. What a set, Zenketsu. What a set to start us off with. What a show.
That is one of the I had a great time. That was amazing. I'm sure everyone in the chat had a great time watching that as well. Great start off to the Frostbite tournament of 2023, the first tournament from Brawl League. I would assume. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure. Insane set, super even, very close, and to a game 5 at that as well. Super impressive.
Yeah, extremely entertaining set there. And you know, as we were saying, I was kind of, before the game started, saying, you know, how did Munir get this far? You know, how the heck did Munir beat Godly? And I mean, it's those insanely good callouts and his very clean and neutral game. He's making this look extremely easy going up against Sarme, and I mean that should really say something.
Yeah, he played very well. It was very even. He had Sarme on the ropes a lot of times at that last stock red. It just mattered who got that last hit off, and overall Sarme came up on top, but we can't count Munir out just yet. You know, he's gonna move over to the elimination side of the bracket, and we got up next, we got Aquino and Swada. Aquino and Swada. Who do you think is going to take this one, or what are your thoughts on this one, Polly?
Okay, now, all right. So, very, very short story time. The first
all right.
tournament I ever played, I think it was the Autumn Championship. No, it was the Winter Championship of 2019. I was a fresh plat and I was a Lannis main. Okay, I was a Lannis main.
okay.
I had became
Alright, so you're a gold,
what I
basically.
despised. I had became what I despise. And in my first round of my first tournament ever, I played against Swada and he 3-stocked me and JV4'd me once playing Lin Fei as a troll pick.
Man.
So me and Swada, we have some history. He probably doesn't remember that. He was just, wiping the entire bracket, To me, it was an extremely memorable night. To him, it was a random Saturday. You know what I mean? But hey, I love Swada. I've been a very big fan of Swada for very long. I'm also a big fan of Simple. I really like the kind of neutral, slower play style. That's really, that's mostly what I watch esports for. I think that's very entertaining, contrary to popular belief.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my heart is at Swada, and if we're also going by like numbers, Aquino is a fresh player, he's up and coming. Swada is a established champion of a previous year. Now, Swada might not be in his prime right now, but Swada is definitely a player to be respected for his achievements. I think if I were to be as objective as possible, I think I would say Swada. If I had to be as opinionated as possible, I would also say Swada.
Yeah, I've known Swada for a bit. The legendary Pyre King, man, he's a demon. He's consistent, top 8, he's all over the place, right? Aquino's kind of newer blood over this side of the bracket, but Aquino's been doing really good on the Orion, on the Lance. He's been shaking things up. So as we see here, he's also brought it up to the top 8 on winner's side. So let's see how he does. Swada is a goat for sure. I love Swada, but we can't count out Aquino, man. He's changing things up with this Orion. So I also think Swada's gonna take this one. But I think he's been playing more of the Val as well. But we'll see. There's gonna be some hammer, I think, buffs or hammer changes in the next patch up. So maybe we'll see Swada and Simple go back to the Bodvar maybe, but I don't know.
We can always hope. We can always hope.
We can always hope. The Bodvar meta, man. That was a time.
I miss it. I miss it. I remember I made a tweet a while back being like, does anyone else miss the Bodvar meta? Like, at this point, that was some time ago, and it just feels like simpler times. Like everyone was playing Teros, everyone was playing Bodvar. It was we were just vibing. It was a simple time, man. I want to go back.
I know, yeah, it was a lot simpler time, yeah. So, but we're getting into the next game here. Aquino on the Orion and Swada on Jala. Okay.
So extremely quickly. Anyone that doesn't know Aquino, they've been making waves so far in community tournaments and official tournaments alike because of their Lannis. They are the undisputed. No, I shouldn't say undisputed. They are a Lannis goat.
Yeah. One of the best so far. But yeah, he's been changing things up, shaking things up around in the esports scene with this Lance. Aquino is, we've seen him in the last tournament too, switch up things. But Swada using the axe here to try to put some pressure on Aquino. He's got to be very careful with the spacing here. Great punish with the end light coming out from Swada. Great weapon throw. Perfect. See what happens here.
Nice nair coming out. Ooh, ground pound. Good option coming out from Swada. And you see, Aquino is so uncomfortable. Swada, when it comes to neutral games, Swada has, in my opinion, the strangest play style in all of Europe, because he will play very parry, but he will parry in your face. It's always gonna feel like you can hit Swada, but you can never hit Swada. And whenever you try, you're going to get punished hard. And you can see, whenever Aquino is on that lance, he doesn't really know what to do. He throws out a nair, he throws out a dair. He's kind of running around the place, just trying to make space because he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's just trying to get some hits out. Swada's just in his face, literally trying to get right in front of him, and I feel like that's a great way to play against this Orion here. But a down air seals the deal potentially. Oh,
He
goes back
touched!
with a GC
And then the oh, what is that?
Oh
What
my
is that
God.
play? What is
Swada
that
just-
play?
Swada
Swada!
didn't sweat.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Swada's
lie.
not
If
worried.
if I was Aquino, there would be 3 holes in my desk. Jesus Christ! That wasn't even like a massive combo or anything. That was so close. I feel like
Yeah.
Aquino was robbed.
Yeah, I feel like Akino didn't see that side air coming at all. He tried to go out for the edge guard there, but ended up getting punished with that side air anyway. Akino gets that restock immediately though, so great on him. But the damage is stacking and stacking and stacking. Swada off stage now. Akino trying to get these reads off. It's pretty even. Oh no, I like Swada doing pretty good here.
D-lights are coming out. Weapon throw, great option, but Akino's gonna be able to dodge through it. Now over to this axe, looking for maybe another cheeky Sair, but it's gonna be an Endlight instead. There he goes down, and it's looking great.
Perfect Endlight, man. He was on the side there. He still caught him there. D-Light side air. I see Swada going for a lot of these D-Light Sairs instead of the recoveries here, which is a good good change. I feel like side air is really good too.
100%. Sticking to this sword here, great weapon to be able to deal the final blows to take this stock down. Just looking for a couple of true combos, and it's gonna be done deal by now. Over to the axe. He's hunting. He's going all the way out. He doesn't even care.
He doesn't care. He knows he's a stock ahead. He's searching for that KO. He's going out there off stage to try to get that finisher, add on that pressure. But a weapon throw with the spear connects and takes Swada out. Akino, oh, there he goes. Just one Endlight with the axe takes him, man. Very well played from Swada. Good pressure. Let's see if Akino adapts on the next match.
We're gonna have to wait and see. We're seeing Akino swap over to the Olgrim though, and to be 100% honest, this is the pick that I know Akino better for. I haven't seen them play that much on the Orion, so seeing this Olgrim pick is very comforting. It's all gonna come down really to how he's gonna be able to use that axe, especially in the axe mirror against Swada. I feel like that's a situation where Swada is probably gonna be favorable. But you also need to keep in mind, the signatures on Olgrim are not to be messed with. This is an this is a level up from Orion's signatures.
I would agree. Olgrim Sigs come out super quick and they do tons of damage as well. Swada still putting that pressure, trying to get in there. A side Sig barely missing. Like, I feel like Akino can't even breathe here, but Akino with the axe kind of switches
the
up
axe is
from the
looking good
last
so
game.
far.
Yeah.
I was worried about the axe. It looks like I don't need to worry about the axe anymore. He's getting great damage, but Swada finding a beautiful Sair, taking that stock down, and presumably sticking to the axe here as well.
Yeah. Oh, and Akino trying to get that lance now, but Swada doesn't let him breathe.
Sidelight Dare Fast Fall Sair. What are these options by Swada? I'm pretty sure he also hit Sidelight Dare on Axe True, which is like the most awkward and unvaluable Axe True combo on the entire kit.
Oh my god!
You can. What is happening? What the weapon to burst on the side! It took him down!
The down air GC Endlight off stage under the map to a weapon throw KO. The SWAT is just doing these insanely weird options that will work, and it's so good. He's just in his face. He fast fell GC and off. That was so weird, but so awesome. What? SWAT is doing so well right now.
What is going on?
I don't know.
What is going on?
It's beautiful though. Oh my god, Swada just extending these axe hits. Akino just doesn't know how to react. I don't know how to react.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You know what this feels like? You know what this feels like? It feels like Swada, the only thing he's done since last tournament is just play for fun, and he forgot how to play optimally, and so now for him, doing the really cool options are optimal.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's working though. It's working. Even though it's not optimal, he's just there we go. D-Light recovery, super consistent. Very optimal.
Hey,
there we go.
I mean, hey, if it's hitting, if he's beating him, if he's getting these hits, it's optimal. You can't really complain. If it's working, it's working, you know.
That's true.
Don't fix it if it ain't broken.
We got Swada 2-0 in the set here on the winner's side. Oh my gosh, that was an intense. He goes back. Akino actually goes back to the Orion. But man, that axe gameplay from Swada was just absurd, which is amazing. It was hitting. He was very consistent. He was very accurate with those axe hits. Swada's just playing on a different level right now.
Recovery in there, throwing him off, allowing him to get that axe. Daresair coming out, great damage added by Swada. Nothing huge happening so far, but oh man, Swada's movement is insanely good right now. He's moving all around Aquino, and he's not able to get anything in on him.
Exactly. Yeah, he's moving
What
around,
a
getting those
dodge!
hits in. Swada, Aquino hasn't got a real good hit on yet. He's going for those oh. Okay, that was kind of dangerous. That ground pound was very interesting. But there we go.
Definitely dangerous. Daresair coming out, looking for a dare, but he's not able to find one. There it is, weapon throw. No, a second one. Swada's gonna be recovering through him, so he's not able to get anything actually.
Yeah, this is a match point here for the set. They're playing a lot slower than they have been in the past. Swada and Aquino both even on the damage on their first stocks here. Goes for that neutral sig read, but okay, all right. Aquino getting that recovery, anticipating Swada's aggressive push off stage. Gets that KO, but Aquino's very low here. This could be actually really good for Aquino, playing a little bit slower, kind of spacing Swada out. Ouch.
Daresair coming out, equalizing the stocks, sticking to the sword now, which is interesting. We've seen Swada favoring this axe for a super long time, but as you can clearly tell, Aquino is making a deliberate effort to slow the game down here. And Swada is favoring this sword probably because of the slower pace. He's gonna be able to take more time and look for, you know, I mean, optimal classic sword gameplay, slow sword gameplay does not need to be explained. You all know what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Here we go. D-Light Cider coming off stage and a neutral or a down signature off stage trying to get that KO. But yeah, Aquino's definitely, you know, changing stuff up, gets the stock advantage here now on the lance, switching that off, sticking on that lance. But Swada, yes, sticking more onto the sword based on this change of pace from Aquino, and it's actually doing a little bit better, I would say, but nice side air. Aquino could potentially bring this back, as I say that.
Yeah, as you say that. As you say that. By the way, can we take a moment to appreciate the angle that GC downsing so that it would knock him down in that path?
I would say so. Swada just took the extra thought in there, angling that perfectly just for that beautiful trajectory, man. That was beautiful. Oh man, I can't tell who's gonna take this one. Aquino's been playing really good, a really good punish game from him as well. But Swada again with these GC end lights off stage. Let's see what he does. Swada switching back to the axe, trying to play a little bit more aggressive again because it was working before. Let's see what happens. But Aquino again with these punishes. Nice dodge.
And light coming out. Swapping over to the sword, gets the D-Light Sair. Looking for anything off the offstage. This should be it, but Aquino is able to get right out of his grip. But there it is. DC coming out. Swada is going to be able to take this game 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0. It was close. The last one is definitely definitely what Aquino needed. I feel like to switch it up. He had a chance to breathe. You know, Swada wasn't right in his face 24/7, and it was just a little bit too late. You know, later on in the set, he did get 3-0'd there. But very impressive from Aquino to really identify that and change up his playstyle a little bit to try to get that advantage. We'll see him a little bit later on the elimination side of the bracket. But overall, great set coming out from both. We saw how strong and terrifying Swada is on the axe, on Jala, and we saw how how Aquino can adapt on the lance. And again, we're not going to count him out. He's a pretty good lance player, man. He's a pretty good lance player.
He's pretty good. You know, he's kind of good, you know.
A little bit.
Wouldn't go as far as to call him, you know, great or amazing, but you know, he's okay, you know.
He's okay.
You know, beat a couple of good players, you know, just casually.
Just a little bit, yeah. Just you know, some namely.
You know, just kind of casually 2-0'd Aquino, not a big deal, you know.
Not a big deal. I love Agno. Agno's, you know, But anyway, so we got we got the legendary Godly and Blaze up next over on the elimination side of the bracket. So we'll see how this goes. I believe Godly got taken out by Munir earlier on in the tournament.
Indeed.
You know, but Munir's been playing insane with that great sword. Munir's been popping off. So,
100%.
we'll see how this goes.
And also Blaze going down to, I believe, Sarme.
Yeah. It's a great tournament so far. A lot of upsets, a lot of cool, exciting, close matchups. I'm again 100% super excited to see how this goes. I'm rooting for Godly all the way here. I love Blaze. Blaze is cool.
Okay, it's so funny you say this. It's so funny you say this because, man, I mean, come on. I have played Brynn for my entire Brawlhalla career, and I mean, I'm in the same region as Blaze. I mean, how can you not be a Blaze fanboy? I've been a Blaze fanboy since day one, Senketsu. I have been on it. I've been watching his sets, trying to improve my Brynn. I've been all over Brynn I've been all over Blaze for years. So it's good. It's good that we're coming in from both sides here. But I do want to say, and you know, I think it can be very disrespectful to assume that a player is trolling. But I am just now going to say this, so I won't have to say it later. Blaze and Godly, I'm pretty sure, are good friends. And Blaze is locked in on a Thatch. So I just want everyone to know. I'm not saying anyone's trolling. I'm just saying that this is something that could hypothetically happen in theory. That maybe someone is having a bit of fun.
Yeah, they're having fun. They're both locked in on Thatch right now. It's gonna be a great matchup. I'm still rooting for Godly. They're doing defense stance as one should. I feel like, unless you wanted to be super cool and run 2 defense Thatch, but you know, someone should Llama play.
Someone should call Mr. Thatch right now. He's going to absolutely love this.
Yeah, the Thatch mirror here.
Jumping straight into it though. Blaze is gonna get the first weapon. It's gonna be a pair of blasters, and we're just going straight into the action. These guys aren't really doing anything fancy from the start. They're just kind of feeling it out.
Wait, are you sure this is Thatch? Isn't that Mako?
That is.
There's a Mako. There's a Mako versus Thatch. Mako with a blaster.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got Mako with the blasters. Mako with the blasters here, taking on Godly. He's not having a very good time though. That recovery, chasing him all the way around. That looked like it wasn't going to hit. Godly proving us wrong though, getting that recovery KO in there. Massive lead for him right now.
Yeah, very well played by Godly. Big Godly stand here. You know, love him. Good double nair coming off in the blasters. Blaze with the side air, trying to get the second one. That would have definitely done it. But Godly with a perfect dodge there. Okay, Mako with the hit there. Another side air. And yeah, so it's even stocks now, but Blaze is at the disadvantage with the damage here. See what happens.
100%. He is coming back though. He's dealing a lot of damage here onto Godly.
The sword is doing a lot of damage. Yeah, he's oh, down air off stage. I'm scared. Oh, the down sig. Classic. Tries to get the side sig finish with the weapon throw there. It's pretty even. This first game of the set is pretty even here. Oh. Beautiful down air into the neutral air. Oh,
Side sig coming out. Gonna be knocking Godly away quite a lot here. Looking for anything on the offstage. Nair coming out. Another one could have been massive. Not able to follow it up though. Godly's gonna be able to find the KO just a little bit sooner.
Perfect D-Light recovery coming out from Godly. Godly sticking to the blasters again. I feel like Blaze has been really hanging on to the sword here in the first set, but you know, he's doing work with the blasters. Down air to side air, trying to get that KO. The down sig coming right over his head there. Nice new chair. The blaster mirror here, the blaster gamers going crazy at it right now. Blaze throws the blaster out, goes for the down signature, I believe, on the sword, gets that KO.
To be very, very clear, I can barely stand this. I do not endorse the playing of blasters at all.
Oh man, the blaster's mirror is just so exciting. We got the sword mirror now. Perfect. There we go for Paolo.
Sword mirror is
Yes!
sword mirror is infinitely better than Blaster's mirror. Just
There we
watch Godly as he runs up and does D-Light, and then Sayer to take down almost Blaze. Now trying to go on the offstage recovery could have been a massive option, but he's not able to find it just yet.
Yeah.
We're seeing both players just tiptoe around each other.
There you go. A down air side air coming out. A ground pound missing from Blaze's side. A dash jump down air. Godly trying to go for these guards here. A recovery takes the deal. But yeah, Godly takes the first game of the set against the Thatch versus Mako matchup. Mako with blasters. Very impressive.
Mako with, yes, indeed, 100%. So Godly coming out on top there. We went past the legend selection screen very quickly. I can only imagine we're still on the Thatch. What do you call it? The Ditto. The Thatch Ditto.
The Ditto. Yeah,
mirror.
the Ditto.
But
The
no,
mirror.
Godly swapped over to Diana actually. And this is giving me a lot of PTSD as I have recently been playing a lot with the Legend Beam 69420. Shout out to anyone that knows him.
Yeah.
anyone here that
I don't know.
anyone here that isn't in the EU will be very confused. There's a EU top player, not really top player, but there's a very good player from EU called Legend Beam 69420. He has a very particular playstyle on Diana.
Oh man, I don't want to play against him. Good thing I'm not EU. I don't like Diana. I don't like Diana at all. But Godly switching over to the bow here, swapping that sword out for. Oh my goodness!
That's an early KO.
A miscalculation from Blaze ends in an SD, an early stock coming out towards for Godly there. Blaze is at the disadvantage here, already currently at a disadvantage from the set. Godly being 1-0. Oh, let's see if Blaze can bring it back. Oh! Okay, that was a deep ground pound.
That's a deep ground pound. He
That
went
was insane.
in.
He
He
went
went
all the
all
way
the
down
way.
there.
He went all the way down there.
He went under, yeah. All right, there we go. Godly. I'm sorry. Perfect. Godly with the recovery on the bow. A double recovery catches him as well. Stacking up the damage. Blaze in the orange right now. Godly with the D-Light recovery. Man, recovery's so good on bow.
It's very, very good, but not good enough to get the KO just yet. He's probably looking for that Sarah or that actually recovery. That's gonna be just fine too. Blaze throwing out that side sig, basically just presenting himself in front of Godly, saying, "Please KO me."
Please. Godly going in with the D-Light. Your favorite Blaster's mirror is currently on the screen right now. D-Light into the side air. Trying to get that down air coverage as well. But no, another side air. Godly with little to no options. Makes it back barely. No, he doesn't. Oh my god, Blaze again. No.
No! What is happening? Okay,
really
and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just had a memory lapse. I have no idea what happened in that entire encounter, but Blaze made it out on top.
I thought Blaze was gonna SD again with a side air that low. But he came back. He came back. Dang, the Blaster mirror is just quite thrilling.
It's incredibly. What's the word I'm looking for? You know, I'm not good enough at English to be able to describe such a piece of art, really, that we're witnessing.
Yeah, I agree. Bo coming out here. Good side air into the D-Lights neutral area, I feel like. Here we go. Okay, Blasters, though, coming out from Godly again. Unarmed side air, or side lights coming out from Blaze. Oh, there we go. That's it.
And there it is. That's game. Godly up 2-0. And I mean, we can only expect another legend swap going out from Godly.
Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume he's been on the kind of the roulette here with the legends. Diana after the Thatch. We'll see how it goes here. We're seeing actually a different switch up here, but very impressive again from both players. It gets, you know, to one stock each, and it was pretty close. It's if Blaze got a good hit there or a good sig, it probably would have taken Godly out. We could have been 1-1, but instead, reality is we are 2-0 in the set on loser's side. And Godly is definitely in the lead here. So do we see a potential 3-0 coming from Godly and Blaze's set? Who knows? But a different character switch up from both players here, Polly. Both of them.
You know, I was not endorsing the Blasters matchup. This matchup, however, very good. I think this matchup is very good. These are two legends that we should have a lot more of whenever we are having top 8 tournament gameplay.
Yeah, Bodvar and Hattori coming out. Bodvar comes back. Bodvar on the default, just straight default Bodvar. No skin, no color, no nothing.
Windows shortcut mode.
Yeah, he's playing the demo right now. This is great. So Godly going with the hammer right now. Blaze putting a lot of pressure. Blaze is really good on the spear, as we've seen with the with the Bryn, which you're familiar with. A double D-light into the recovery, almost taking Godly out here. This could be very troublesome for Godly.
You know, Blaze has been a spear player since day one. You know, been on that Bryn since the start of his career, pretty much. He's like, let me squeeze out a couple more tournament wins before they nerf my main.
Yeah. Okay. Can Godly bring it back here? Keeping Blaze unarmed. The side air does not connect, but a side light. It's Godly in the back unarmed. Godly's able to bring it back a little bit. The Hattori in the red. Now the recovery closes out the deal. Godly brings it back completely, being dark red in damage right now. Very impressive.
There it is. Able to take it back all the way. Blaze on this spear, though. You can only expect that a KO will come out fairly soon. Probably going to stick to that spear as well. Actually going to be sticking to that spear. Kind of surprising.
Yeah, sticks to the sword there. But, we'll see what happens here. Godly on the hammer. Trying to make something happen here. Sidelight and recovery catches with the sword. Down air. The Godly off stage here, trying to get something going. A Sayade coming out. Yep, there we go. It's just even trades come from both players here. Hit after hit. They're just racking up the damage evenly on both sides here. It's hard to say who's gonna get the lead on this matchup.
NC coming out, not going to be connecting, and Blaze is just desperately looking for any kind of opening, and Godly is kind of playing with him at this point, standing in front of him, moving back and forth like, what you gonna do, and then just moving and maneuvering out of Blaze's reach again. But now, this anti-air is looking great from Blaze. Godly is returning the favor, though, with a hammer to the face.
Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful! Dashed up into the down air there to take out the Hattori, take out Blaze there. But previously, Godly just got hit with, 3 anti-airs on the neutral attack there on the sword. Oh, off stage. Godly trying to quickly get back onto the stage there. D-light into the neutral air to another neutral air. Dang, they're just... It's insane. That's a point blank whip there. What the...
I mean, come on, that was a pretty good option. That could have worked. I mean, I see where Blaze is coming from, but unfortunately, is not gonna be working out. Nice KO though. A little bit behind in terms of the damage here, but it's still very doable. He's down not only in health, but 2 games in the set as well. Yeah, no, it's not looking that great for Blaze. But hey, I still have faith. I have faith in my boy. If anyone can do it, it is Blaze. He has the sword in hand. Godly might have a massive hammer with attack force of several newtons, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's not looking good. A D-light side air coming out, almost taking the KO there. Let's see, Blaze still racking up some damage with the sword. A neutral sync would have probably done it there, but doesn't connect. Blaze doing a great job in spacing and punishing with this sword hits, but a recovery closes out the stock, and a 3-0 goes to Godly on the elimination side of the bracket there. Very well played from both players there.
Very well played for sure. Godly is going to be advancing into the bracket, and keep in mind, this is eliminations bracket, meaning Blaze is actually completely out now.
That's true. Unfortunate, but Blaze played great. He played great. Godly moves on up in the bracket, and overall, I like to see the Hattori, and I loved watching the Thatch. We don't see Blaze. We know Blaze more for that Bryn, like you said earlier. So it was fun. It was great. Good job.
Definitely great. Very fun. I am expecting Godly to perhaps pick some other legends when he's going up against Aquino, because I still think that there is a theoretical possibility that they were having a little bit of fun. But anyway,
Yeah.
this next matchup, guys, is anyone else getting nostalgic? Is anyone else getting a little bit of deja vu? We're seeing Akno going up against Pavelski.
Pavelski and Acto going head to head in the elimination side of the bracket as well. You know, Aquino and Munir really just changed things up in this bracket, or in this tournament. So we'll see how this goes. You know, Akno sticking on to Diana. Pavelski is being the first. You know what? I'm not too surprised. Pavelski's playing the Tesca, the first Tesca of the tournament of the year. Let's see how he does here with that character, that brand new character on the battle boots. I think I don't know who's gonna take this, man. I don't know.
I've gotta say, if I were to expect any player in this bracket to play Tesca, it would be Pavelski. Pavelski is the trickster. He's the one, you know, pioneering, finding the new flashy ways to play. Going over to battle boots, not really surprising.
Yeah, battle boots. Oh my gosh, the punishes on battle boots is just so good. Like, you can extend so far. If you hit that D, if you hit that D light, okay, very interesting side stake off stage there. Oh my
lord! Okay, Pavelski. Okay,
all right. The battle boots double there into the recovery there off stage. Wow, just above them. Wow, very, very impressive. Pavelski showing people how it's done at GCS.
And okay, it's not a KO.
No! Pavelski's going for TikTok clips. And it's working. He's playing out of his mind.
This is gonna be all over the For You page tomorrow. Hi, Mom.
It's gonna be all over the For You page. The Tesca Gaming, bro, that neutral sig off stage, Pavelski off. Oh my god, he's putting so much pressure over Akno here. Trying to go for that D sig on battle boots. Wow, this just makes me want to play battle boots more.
I am at a loss for words. This is like, honest, like, Akno, I commend your effort. If I was in your shoes, I would have jumped off. I would have jumped off. I would have jumped off this. Not only would I have jumped off the stage, I would have taunted before just to show how badly I've been hurt by this encounter. And there it is.
And the active input
It's
on
over.
the side signature. It's a Tesca, the first showcase being Pavelski is a great, great opportunity here, because he's showcasing so many insane clips and plays towards a legendary player like Akno as well. That, as we saw, that GC Ensig off stage was beautiful, and I think overall Ensig with gauntlets off stage is pretty much a KO. I think, from what I was told before, but I'm not too sure. I don't know too much about the Tesca gaming, but that was insane. An insane first game. Holy crap. That was the thing.
Sparky, I hope you're taking notes. Pavelski is winning Winter Championship.
Right,
It's just, yeah.
Battle boots.
There it is. There it is. Battle boots. This is battle boots for you.
insane.
We were wondering, like, okay, maybe no one's gonna play battle boots. Maybe it's not really that viable. Like, you know, we've seen so many games where no one's really touching it. Like, not even for a cheese. You know, people are just staying away for it. And then Pavelski is coming in here. He's showing what's up. He's showing how it's done.
I didn't expect it. I feel like, I don't know. I knew Pavelski was gonna do some crazy stuff, but that was a very insane first match of the set with Tesca that we've seen on stream on the tournament side. It's against Akno. I'm assuming there's gonna be more coming, but we'll just find out in the next game. So we're going into game 2 here of the set. Akno and Pavelski sticking. Oh, Akno actually switching over to his tried and true Kaya here. So we'll see how that goes.
And oh my god, Akno! Akno is just popping off from the get-go with this bow, going for massive options. Pavelski, though, on the gauntlets, returning the favor. What is this offstage gameplay? And that's the KO in 15 seconds!
Pavelski, oh my god, offstage gauntlets on Tesca is insane. That neutral sync is wild. It's what? Akno was going crazy. That was going crazy. Akno was going crazy. Started off with a bow, and Pavelski shut him down completely with just one signature. And just amazing placement and movement off stage there. Pavelski is quite literally an offstage demon.
The pure talent of Pavelski is visible in this competition. That was, I mean, Jesus Christ, man. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, Akino is kind of taking it back, but after something like that, Pavelski already won the hearts of the audience.
Yeah, this is gonna be, everyone's gonna be talking about this this Tesca showcase here. Great active input. Pavelski goes in, tries to make some more combos happen on stage with these gauntlets. And I feel like Tesca is a very good character pick for Pavelski here. You know, Pavelski goes off stage a lot. He makes these insane plays, tons of options with these active inputs as well. So we'll see how this goes. And it's doing really well. Actually, a lot better than I thought it would against these top players here in the EU side. This is insane.
He's on the battle boots, which is why I'm extremely quiet. I'm holding my breath right now, just waiting for what kind of war crime we're gonna see happen in front of us right now. And I honestly just cannot really predict what's about to happen here. But Akino, great job there on that spear. Oh, that grandpa would have been absolutely massive, but he's going to be hitting the stage, not finding it. And with Akino having a bow in hand, you know, this is looking kind of grim for Pavelski, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that D-Light recovery is very nice on the battle boots. It's a very good consistent option there for Pavelski, as he's shown in the tournament. A good side air with gauntlets might do it here. Nope. But Pavelski, yeah, I want to see something. I want to see some. We saw the double nair into the recovery with battle boots earlier, but we can't forget that battle boots is having some changes for the next patch as well. So I wonder how that will play into it. But we're seeing a pre-patch battle boots, pre-patch Tesca here on Pavelski, and it's going crazy.
It is going super crazy so far, and he is going to be swapping over to the new pair of battle boots, making sure they're not gonna get knocked out of his hand anytime soon.
Fresh kicks.
They're
right
completely
now.
fresh indeed, but Akino is on that bow, and you know, a nair that's gonna be able to get a KO quite swiftly. Probably sticking to bow, actually going to be on spear. Surprising me yet again, Akino, as always.
Very, very well played here. Good nairs. Pavelski's gauntlets are very, very good. See how a lot of pressure being put onto Akino here. Okay, interesting option there.
You know, you can be as interesting as you want. If you're not hitting, I don't really know. You know, maybe that's not the best idea of the century, perhaps. But Pavelski is definitely still in the game. He's down a little bit on the damage, but Pavelski, I mean, come on. After the amount of things we've seen from Pavelski in the set, we really can never rule him out. You can't expect the game to be done deal, especially not when you have a couple of boots on your feet.
I know, the new Jordans, man. You also can't factor out the hype elements. You know, Pavelski bringing a lot of hype to the table, just insane with the battle boots and the gauntlets on Tesca. Insane clips coming out. A side air almost does a job, and a weapon throw closes out the deal. Congratulations to the best battle boots. Dude, this is insane, man. This is I'm having a good time.
I honestly didn't even register the ending of that game. The only thing I'm thinking of, can someone on Twitter please tell that Golden Wolf to make it so you can have Jordans and GCs as battle boots, or just a amazing render. Like, can someone just Photoshop GCs onto Tesca's feet? That would be the funniest thing ever.
This is the new weapon skins, the battle boot skins. They'll have a lot of potential. You know, a ton of potential. Here we go. Pavelski starting off very strong here with the gauntlets. Akino switching it up with a sidelight into the neutral air. Again, a neutral state coming out. A nair. Ground pound. Another ground pound. Pavelski closing out the stock. What is happening, Paulie? Every game of the set has been an almost instant KO from Pavelski on Tesca gauntlets. And a second? Oh no, dude, I thought he was going to go for another one. This is insane, Paulie.
This is absolutely insane so far, and it's always the first stock with Pavelski. With Pavelski, it's always the first stock. From there on out, I wouldn't say it goes downhill, but it's like he needs to get that aggression out to be able to have composure.
Yeah. Great weapon throw to deny that recovery. Pavelski gets evened out here, but again, Akino is at a disadvantage in damage now. Let's see what happens here. Pavelski on the battle boots. Let's see if any battle boots plays comes to fruition here. We see a lot of those GCD light recoveries. We see a lot of these nairs coming out from Pavelski. A lot of the SIGs haven't really been hitting over on the battle boots side, but Let's see.
That
Akno,
was so
great
good by
spacing.
Akno.
Yeah.
Yeah,
insane.
stepping out, going for that GC side light. I mean, that was crazy. Pavelski not able to find that KO. That was very scary though. Akno able to get back, and I can smell. I mean, Akno is just looking better and better for every second that goes by. Akno is definitely picking up the pace here.
Yeah. Good punish.
And
Great punish.
you know that Akno in a disadvantage is a completely different Akno than when you're playing, you know, in a completely even standpoint. But Pavelski is now only one stock away from taking down Akno and advancing to the next round to face off Mooner. This is going to be the most important moment of Akno's entire tournament so far, as if he loses this, he's going to be completely knocked out. And let's not kid ourselves. I
Oh
think
my gosh.
if Akno wins this, I think he's reversing the entire thing.
Potentially, yes. Yeah, but Pavelski with the Tesca right now is popping off completely. An insane string earlier by Pavelski on the battle boots, and now on gauntlets, Akno is holding on. But we're 2-0 towards Pavelski in the set. Akno in the lead right now. Nice weapon throw.
Pavelski is very damaged, and he's not able to find anything. Dodging that
Ooh.
Enisig extremely narrowly. Nice endlight coming out onto the battle boots, looking for any kind of opening. There it is. He's gonna be committing, but a genius wake up from Akno. GC Enisig on the Kaya. What a wake up.
I know, insane wake up. That's the second neutral state KO that he had in that matchup. A great punish option from Kaya as well, which I think that's also getting changed. I think maybe, potentially, maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, very, very impressive. Akno switching it up, turning the tables there. We're 1-2 in the set. Pavelski still towards that match point. But yeah, Pavelski, let's see if we see another super early stock from Pavelski on the gauntlets.
I mean, that's also something you need to keep in mind, you know. If you're watching that game, it ended as being completely even, but you can basically analyze it out of the context of Akno starting with 2 stocks and Pavelski starting with 3 stocks. And if
Yeah,
Pavelski
100%.
isn't able to get such a thing, he is losing every single game. But it looks like he's going to be able to find something like that every single game, because, I mean, look at the health right now. What is Pavelski doing? What is Pavelski cooking right now? It is definitely devious. It is extremely devious.
It's extremely. His gauntlets early game is quite literally insane, man. It's been consistent. It's been 4 games now of incredible pressure and early KOs from the Tesca gauntlets on Pavelski's side against Akno, and insane. Oh my god!
Oh.
Okay, all right. Well,
that's big.
Akno just said,
"That's
wow.
massive."
That was pretty. That was well played. 100%. Wow. Okay. Good wake up. Akno and Pavelski on the two stocks and stacking up the damage. You said earlier, if you know Pavelski can't replicate what he's been doing, you know it has been basically a 2 stock versus 3 stock situation, and Pavelski getting taken out early as well. Paulie, it's not looking good for Pavelski right now.
This is looking extremely bad for Pavelski, and as I said, I mean, Akno in a disadvantage is a completely different Akno than when it's a completely even spot, you know? And he's just picking up the pace, getting better and better for every single second that we're counting here. So, I mean, Pavelski's gonna need a massive wake-up call here.
Yeah, he's stacking up some good damage on the battle boots here. A knockout, potentially. No, the recovery doesn't do enough damage there. But I don't know, the longer that this goes on, the more damage Pavelski's going to be taking. Akno, he can definitely even this out. A nice side signature there. Closes it out. Pavelski still has a chance to close out the set, but, you know, Akno, I feel like is playing a lot differently now. Like you said, one with a disadvantage, he's completely different.
It is evened out though, and Pavelski has a chance. It is doable. He is closer than he's ever been before. He just needs to not get trapped into another Enisig.
Oh,
but it looks like he's not going to be able to land, and there's the recovery. Akno taking it to a game 5.
Yeah,
okay, Sengetsu, we're ready. We're going. They're not done yet. They're gaming.
More Tesca gamers, more Tesca gameplay. Bro, Akno has been hunting for those recovery above the map there, and we saw it a mile away that he was going to go for that recovery option, but Pavelski couldn't do anything. So we'll see again. Again, Miami Dome is where we're heading towards. I like the soft platform usages from Pavelski with these side signatures, because it has been connecting, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. Pavelski starting off with battle boots though instead of gauntlets. We'll see how that
Can I
works
ask,
out.
what's the deal with Miami Dome? Like, please just play
don't know.
Mammoth like normal people. Like, what is
That's okay,
happening?
for sure.
And okay, Pavelski!
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's so
I was
dangerous.
okay. Let it down!
the side stick barely missing there, bully. Oh my god, what is happening? These early games are so insane, bro. What the heck? Doesn't quite do enough damage and sidelight recovery. Let's see how they close this out. Pavelski in a good lead here, but I don't know. Akno's been able to bring it back very, very consistently.
I think casting Pavelski versus Akno, out of just exerting energy, I have lost 25% of my total pool of brain cells. What is happening? This is absolutely insane. I can't handle this. This is too much for me.
It's too much. No options, Akno. Can Pavelski punish the... Oh, nope. No options from Akno. 3 exclamation marks and a sweat bead. He just hits him with a quick side air with the bow. Pavelski lets him back on stage. Akno with the reverse neutral air. See what happens. Akno's been able to even it out. Pavelski put so much pressure earlier. That's a knockout for sure. Yep, there we go. But Akno put so much, Pavelski put so much pressure on Akno early on. Akno slowed it down and was able to bring it back. So very well played from. Dang.
Did you just say damn? That's extremely
No, I said
biased of you.
The D-light on the platform into a recovery. He didn't even. It was perfect. It's perfect.
That was a great opportunity to exploit the fact that Akno had no options, but is not able to get anything big there. Akno now with the stage control. This is looking extremely scary. He's able to reverse it though. Great play by Pavelski. He has to get back and he has to start dealing out this damage right now, or he's gonna fall behind.
100%. Nice D-light into the side air. Pavelski on the battle boots. Looking for more options. A neutral air into a D-light. No follow-ups though.
This is looking good so far for Pavelski, but Akno taking it back very quickly. Endlight D-Sig, now onto the bow. I smell the dare, I smell the Sair, I smell the D-Sig, I smell the ground pound, something.
It's
just
so smelly.
something. I smell all of Akno.
Just Akno is just exuding. Anyway, Pavelski with a down air into the neutral sig with the weapon throw seals the deal potential. No, he doesn't. But D-Light ground pound seals the deal for sure. 1 stock to 1 on a game 5 situation. We can't forget this is game 5. So whoever takes this moves on. If whoever loses gets eliminated. So let's see what happens here. Pavelski, can he carry Tesca over to longer in the tournament, or will he get shut down here by Akno's Kaya?
There's Sair. Akno looking super solid here on the last stock. Pavelski with battle boots in hand. Akno wanted to reverse the situation, but Pavelski able to escape narrowly. Go for something big on the left-hand side of the screen. It's getting closer. We're getting closer to the final moments. Recovery coming out. Akno getting so close to finding this KO now. Pavelski just wants to build this damage, but he needs to start being careful. He's basically 1 good hit away from a KO. Akno's trying to use that anything to get like a 5th KO with it.
Oh man, here we go. Okay, nice side air into the weapon throw.
Okay! And it's done!
Oh,
Pavelski is okay! There it is!
That was so
Pavelski is advancing and Akno will be knocked out. Tesca is still in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Still in the bracket. That was so close. Akno
The pure talent of Pavelski is so visible in this competition.
Just wow, what an insane set. What an insane set. And the first showcase of Tesca on stream was absolutely insane. I wonder if we'll see other other Tescas in the pool later on. Maybe we'll see Godly switching over to set. Who knows? Who knows? We saw Godly switching over to a lot of different characters in the bracket earlier on. So far it's been extremely exciting to see such insane gameplay come from Pavelski. Early stock in every single set. It's insane. Tesca got a ton of potential, especially in the hands of Pavelski.
It is definitely very insane, but we're gonna have to calm down though. Lower your heart rate, chat, because we're going into the next game straight away, and it's going to be Aquino going up against Godly. Aquino, the Lannis GOAT against the PR1. Aquino on the Black Knight and Godly on the Zol, actually. I think this is the first time. I think this is the first time I ever see Godly play Cannon, which is which is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, I haven't seen Godly play Cannon very much either. Aquino sticking on the Orion here. We saw Godly get taken out from Moonir earlier on in the bracket, so we'll see how this goes. Great weapon start coming out from Godly early on. But yeah, it's still pretty even.
It's definitely even. Godly coming in with this Cannon. Nice Endlight coming out, trying to follow up with a Sayer, not able to connect though. Getting something off stage. I smell a KO. Ooh. There it is.
Wow, this cannon placement, it's very good. He got that knockout with the recovery, caught that recovery with his sidelight. It's, you know, first time we're seeing cannon from Godly, and it's doing wonders. It's doing great. See here, Godly on the axe. Ooh. We saw Aquino earlier playing against Swada, I believe, and that axe matchup was insane. Swada kept putting that pressure on Aquino with the axe, and he was right in his face. I feel like Godly might do something similar here and is doing a lot of work. Aquino on the red right now on a second stock. Godly only in orange. So very, very big lead coming out from Godly here. Great punish.
Amazing punish indeed. Entire stock down so far, but Aquino with the lance in hand is not gonna step down just yet as he falls though. It's getting increasingly more and more difficult for Aquino here.
Yeah, Godly doing really well with his advantage. He's holding onto that third stock, but nice down air into the weapon throw, gets taken out. Is still one stock ahead. Godly feeling pretty comfortable, I would say, on the first match of the set. I wonder if he's gonna switch characters after this. Do you foresee a character switch up from Godly playing so well on the Zol? We've seen earlier that he's just switched characters every matchup.
If you want me to be completely honest, I think he has a Chroma tab open right now on the spinofthewheel.com with most of the legends typed in. Not all, but most. You know, maybe you have Magyar counted out of there, but most of them are probably in there.
I agree. I would say so. Yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. But he's playing really well on the Zol. He actually gets taken out of there, but Aquino's in the red. Aquino was able to bring back the stock advantage, or to, you know, even that out. But oh, Aquino's going for the long way around. Golly, trying to make
Sarah
something
could have
happen.
been big.
Yeah,
you know, Aquino is just looking for this 50-50 reads at this point. You can't really do that much, especially when you're going up against Godly. You know, trying to win in the neutral game, playing a slow game, not really where you want to be. You want to move quickly and fiercely. You just want to get the stock out as soon as possible. Make it or break it.
That's it. Oh, yeah, Aquino's, you know, he's known for his insane lance plays, but a neutral like from Cannon, great positioning from Godly there. Takes the first game of the set there. Let's see if there's any character switches, and it looks like there has been a character switch up here. We are choosing, I don't know, I feel like they're gonna go to Demon Island, or I think it's Demon Island. Yeah, we're going to Demon. All right, Polly, what do you think about this character switch up?
I think it is very interesting. Sir Roland, a legend that we haven't seen in very long. Anyone here that follows EU closely, though, you'll know that Machete used to play this quite a bit, as well as Fozy in 2v2. And also, of course, Solarson being extremely successful on the Sir Roland. The signature kit is absolutely insane, and I'm just assuming that's why Aquino is swapping over to it.
Yeah, Aquino sticking, like, holding onto that lance, you know, which he's comfortable with, but opting out for the sword against Godly, I feel like is actually doing pretty well on this game 2 match. Godly did really well. He actually stayed on Zol. You know, he did very well with Zol. We've seen him switch like literally every character every match. So I was anticipating that, as you said, like the Google Chrome tab with the roulette wheel. But Godly sticking on the Zol and almost getting that knockout on Aquino pretty early on.
100%. NSA coming out. Godly is gonna see right through it though. Amazing Sair coming out to get that KO off extremely quickly and efficiently. Godly is looking so good on this cannon. He's looking so good on this axe. Godly is looking unstoppable right now, Senketsu. What are we supposed to do to take down this menace?
I don't know, man. Potentially a Tesca matchup, it would be insane, but Godly's doing insane right now. He's playing very consistent, putting so much damage off Aquino. Off stage, a D-like ground pound. Aquino is denied complete access of the map. Oh, the recovery, catching him on the corner there. But Godly with the D-like ground, or the D-like recovery, it's not looking too good for Aquino. Whew.
D-Light's recovery coming out, getting the KO onto Godly. But Aquino is still very far out. He's very far down. I don't know how to explain in English. Sorry, I'm extremely foreign. But yeah, Godly is winning is what I'm trying to say, guys.
Yeah, perfect. The down signature. Zol down sig is so good on cannon for edge guarding, man. It's so big, so large. A lot of area of effect there, man. All right, here we go. Cannon on stage again on Demon Island. Godly trying to make something happen, playing super aggressive against Aquino, not giving him a chance to breathe. The ground pound, a weapon throw down. Ooh, Aquino makes it back.
He's definitely making it back. I'm holding my breath for Aquino here. Please don't lose your stock. You're gonna lose your stock in like a second if you're not careful here. Godly trying to make it back with this axe, gets the Sair in. That's massive recovery. That's almost a KO onto the cannon. I smell the recovery. It's actually gonna be a Sair instead.
Okay, Aquino still holding on, getting that weapon starve off. Wow, that
There
good
it is.
game. Good game.
2-0.
The guy said it. Yeah, the 2-0. 2-0 coming out in favor of Godly. Okay, another character switch up we see coming out from Aquino. Polly, Aquino is not looking too hot in this matchup. He's got to change up something completely different in this game 3 to
He needs to do it.
hold on. Yeah,
He
he's gotta change
needs
up
to do
completely.
it. For the Lannis mainers in chat, for the nation of Belgium, he needs to reclaim glory in this set. It is not looking too pretty. And I say for the glory of Belgium because I think this is like the second time that we're seeing in Brawl League. It's only the second time we're seeing a Belgian player in top 8.
Oh
and
my gosh.
that is if the Yi guy ever got a top 8, which I don't think he ever did. So it might even be the first top 8 from a Belgian player. Someone in chat is probably gonna be like, nah, you're completely wrong because there was this one guy that you've never heard of from 2017 that did it. But I'm pretty sure that's the only Belgian.
Oh, nice side air. Godly doing really well on the cannon. He hit some insane strings early on. Aquino again is struggling with like really high aggression. Like Godly, Swada, they're just in his face, but I don't know. If it was me, man, it's just really difficult to play against Godly and Swada playing like this. And just in general, they're insane players overall. So we'll see if Aquino can slow things down, maybe get some, you know, those reads you were saying earlier with the Lance to switch things up. But Godly's just a menace. Great cider offstage takes out Godly and evens out the stocks here. So we're in match point. Godly's in favor. Polly, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It is definitely, it's the most even that it's been so far. It is the most even that it's been so far. Aquino is looking a lot better than he has throughout the entire set, but he's playing against Godly, so I mean, it can be yoinked from his reach within any moment.
Oh, wait, this could potentially be big for Aquino here. As we said earlier, like, we haven't seen much of Godly play cannon, but it's doing extremely well against Aquino here in this matchup. He's stacking a lot of damage, at least in this match, with the cannon. But Aquino evening out and taking the advantage here on the Lance. A nice recovery hit there. And I don't know, Aquino might be able to bring it back here on the Lance. For the Lance mates, for Belgium. For Polymonto.
For Polymonto, except that if you're playing Lance, you really shouldn't be doing anything in my name. I actually don't want you to associate with me whatsoever. That's a joke to all of the Lance players out there. Lance is completely fine. Godly with the D-Light there, getting the KO out, equalizing the board. but he has a
There
very
we
small
go.
health advantage. But I mean, come on, look at this
I
health
know.
advantage.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sidelight on Cannon does like the same amount of damage as like basically a signature, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. The side air hits like a truck too, man. I don't know. The cannon's doing really well. Oh, a recovery. Wait, Aquino bringing it back. Godly's been rocking it with the cannon, but what is this damage? The side air, utilizing the side air movement to come back on stage. Cannon, Godly is still in it, but Aquino definitely switching things up. Aquino can definitely take this match. Godly in deep red now.
It's doable. He wants to put himself on the board. Godly, I mean, to be fair, at this point, like, doesn't really matter for Godly. Like, if he loses this game, he's like, okay, let's just go next, you know.
Yeah, we
So
got
maybe
another
at this
couple in
point,
the
maybe at this point, Godly might be letting down his guard a little bit, which means that Aquino has a really good shot here, but he's gonna be able to find that punish, and that is game. Godly 3-0ing Aquino, and this is elimination side, meaning Aquino is completely knocked out. Well played.
Yeah, well played. We saw last time, I believe, when Aquino played against Swada. You know, it was an 0-3 as well, but we saw near the end, the last match of the set, he did bring it back a bit, just like we saw here with Godly. So you know, unfortunate run for Aquino there, but he played well, he held his own, and Godly moves up over to elimination semifinal. Very impressive to see, and he's gonna be playing the winner of, you know, Munir and Pavelski, which is insane as well, because we saw Munir actually take out Godly earlier on in the bracket as well, so we can potentially see a rematch there, or even, you know, Pavelski's Teska, right? So I don't know.
We're seeing Pavelski going up against Munir now, and I just have to say, I'm not disappointed. Okay, that's not. I don't want you to think. I don't want you to think that I'm disappointed. But Pavelski is on Jaehyun. Disappointment. Disappointment isn't really the right word. I don't really know what the right word would be. Let me think about that one. All right.
Okay.
I'll come back in a moment with a greater
I'm so
answer.
hyped. Bro, Pavelski saw Munir playing this Jaehyun insanely earlier on. He throws the test code away and he's like, you know what? I wanna do this mirror, man. I wanna do this mirror, this Jaehyun mirror. And here we see Pavelski rocking Munir here with these strings, but I know we can't count Munir out. A beautiful sync coming up from Pavelski showing dang. Wow, early stock from Pavelski, and he's completely dominating this Jaehyun 1v1. Great reads coming out from Pavelski so far, Paulie.
Great stuff coming out from Pavelski so far. Indeed, Munir is looking super strong still, though.
Oh my gosh,
as I say that, you know, it's just kind of a slippery slope from there on out, but Munir is going to be able to get that KO. He is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, Pavelski, I don't know. We've seen Pavelski play Jaehyun previously, but not a ton. I feel like this is a great opportunity for him to come back and show what he's got, but Munir switching it up and actually trying to take the lead back. You know, he's hitting a lot of these hits consistently. Couldn't get that read, not enough space on the dash there. But this Greatsword mirror is one that's pretty rare, I would say. We don't see a lot of Greatsword, especially Greatsword mirrors in tournament.
Yeah, no, it's really funny you mentioned that, considering we earlier were talking about, you know, how rare it is that you see Greatsword, especially in Europe, and now we have like the only two Greatsword players in the entirety of Europe playing against each other.
Mm-hmm. It's wild. Munir was able to, you know, get that restock there, even it out. A great read from Munir, evens that out completely. Hit after hit, Munir's doing really good. Pavelski slowing down a little bit. Munir knows this and goes for an insane string of reverse neutral sync there. Almost gets the KO. Oh my gosh, Munir's an absolute demon and gets the first match. Wow. Okay. Great switch up there.
I have spoken with Munir many times, and I can tell you right now that he is screaming unintelligibly in Dutch in VC right now after a game like that. That is absolutely insane. That's an insane match. Going into the second one, no legend swaps. We're just gonna be continuing as we are continuing. We are continuing. Hey, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at the fact I don't know English that well? Laughing at the fact I'm trying to learn English? What kind of message do you think this gives to the European people? What kind of message do you think you're giving?
Okay, we're going back into the 1v1. The Jayon Pavelski grabbing that great sword, trying to deny Munir of a weapon here. We haven't seen a lot of sword gameplay from either players, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Pavelski going for the side air deep off stage on the left side. But you know, a lot of pressure. I feel like Pavelski starts off really strong in the beginning of these matches, and Munir was able to find his you know, his place later on earlier and bring it back. So let's see if the momentum for Pavelski stays. Oh gosh, oh god, I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks, Wally.
Same, man. Munir still on this great sword. Pavelski is doing a really good job at keeping his ground here. Good D-Light coming out. That's gonna be the KO. Whew, okay. Pavelski, he's down in the set, but he's looking very strong right now. He's looking very strong.
Very, very strong. Switching off to that sword for that KO finisher. Pavelski with the reads here, going for the reverse neutral air, but a side stick catches him and almost takes the knockout for Munir. Ground pound seals the deal though. But yeah, man, I just that play earlier with Munir, with the 5 consecutive down airs off stage with greatsword, that was ridiculous. So I don't know if we'll see anything like that here again against Pavelski, but it's a possibility.
It's definitely a possibility. Recovery coming out, trying to take him down here off the top side. Sig, there it is. Pavelski in the lead, almost by a entire stock, which I believe should be the biggest lead that Pavelski has had all game so far.
Yep, there we go. Nice side air or side light coming out. Munir actually opting out for the sword here earlier on instead of the great sword, trying to stack up a little bit more damage, play a little bit faster, but I don't know, it's actually working pretty well. Pavelski trying to get back on stage.
It is working out extremely well so far. Dangerous situation for Munir. He will be able to get back onto stage though. Now on the greatsword, looking for the end. Pavelski is looking a lot better with his spacing right now though. Munir is attacking some ghosts and Pavelski knows how to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, that GC neutral sig was it was close, but Munir was able to capitalize and punish with that side air perfectly to get that stock, or to get that finish there. D-Sig doesn't quite do enough damage. Pavelski just needs one solid hit here on Munir to get this 1-1 in the set. Ooh, GC D-Light's a very good option, I feel like, on greatsword.
But the Enisig on the massive combo from Munir. The combo.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, I thought that would be the end of it, honestly. Munir is going absolutely crazy. Pavelski knocking me off on stage, off stage. Gonna try to get something with the unarmed, perhaps. Sarah not connecting. I feel like, okay, there it is. There's the other. Okay, I feel like that went on forever, man. I was holding my breath for way too long. I was like, okay, surely it's over. Never mind. Surely now. Never mind. Maybe now. Never mind.
Almost. There we go. Nah, never mind. It was close. It was close for sure. And we don't see any character switches for game 3 here. Sticking to the Jayon mirror. This is I feel like this is I don't know. I just feel like there's more to the tournament here, man. They want to see who the better Jayon is. You know, they're playing out of their mind. The great swords are coming in clutch. So we'll see what happens in a game 3 here. It's 1-1. It's tied up, and Pavelski starts off strong with these with the weapon starve here.
Could this perhaps be the battle of the best greatsword player in the right now in Europe?
Potentially.
Maybe someone in chat is probably gonna say, no, actually we're missing this player for it to be, you know, the perfect showdown. And I would agree. Maybe if you're only counting mains, then you'd want Coco in here. But I mean, it's still a greatsword showdown.
It's true. It's true. Here we go. Pavelski with the early stock again. Pavelski likes getting these early stocks. Like, he's so strong and aggressive early on in each matchup. The read is insane! Okay, beautiful side stick. A 3-stock lead. Pavelski's still fresh. I mean, not fresh. He's in red, but he's holding on to an insane advantage.
Great combos coming out from Pavelski. He's so much in the lead right now. An entire stock, and Munir is struggling. He's going to be swapping over to that greatsword though. And you already know, we said this earlier, we'll say it again. If you're on a greatsword, you can never count him out. Anything can happen. But so how does that really work when you have 2 greatswords? I feel like that kind of cancels itself out, you know?
They just have one collective big greatsword. It's a bigger great sword action going on right now. Sparky says we missed the Weeble Wooble.
I don't know who that is, but I agree.
I
With
agree.
everything, I agree with everything
Me
that
too.
Sparky says.
Can't believe we slept on Weeble Wooble.
Other than European food and American cheese,
Oh.
Pavelski 2-0ing Munir coming out with the skeleton of Trumpet. That is going to be 2-1 on the set, and now Munir needs to take this back to be able,
No,
if he wants
Sparky
any
lied.
chance, if he wants any chance of being able to get this to a game 5, a final match point. Pavelski is very, very close, and I see Munir is hovering over that
Yeah.
legend pick. I feel like I might finally get to see something else. Maybe a Rayman, maybe a
Shocking.
Teros, maybe a... It's a Rayman! Okay,
No.
I'm sorry, I got way too excited. I'm so good at predicting legends.
It's a mystery.
It's
Yeah,
a mystery.
It's a mystery. So it looks like Munir is standing down potentially from the Great Sword Mirror here, conceding that towards Pavelski and Weeble Wooble. You know, the top Great Sword players in the EU region. But again, we haven't seen Munir pick that legend. He's been hovering over Rayman, over Dalsev. I don't know, maybe
Boldvar?
switching up the
I think
skins.
Boldvar is possible.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hattori. Okay. He heard what you were saying and he just said no, Polly. I'm gonna play Hattori. F your Rayman. We're gonna go Hattori Spear Sword and really put the space away from the Jaehyun here on Pavelski. Let's see how Pavelski plays against Munir's Hattori here. It's match point here, 2-1 against Munir. Pavelski in the lead. Let's see what happens on Demon Island here. Very fitting for Hattori.
Very fitting for Hattori indeed. And he's going to be able to get the first weapon as well. It's going to be the sword. Munir has been looking so good on the great sword so far. I feel like the deciding factor of this game, or well, rather the set, is going to be how well he's feeling on this spear today.
Yeah. I feel like Spear is good for the... Oh my gosh! Okay, his sword is doing extremely well, switching things up, stacking a lot of damage on Pavelski. Great string there. The Spear is great, I feel like, for keeping the distance away from Pavelski. It's doing great. 2 down airs, good punishes, and side air into a weapon throw. Gets the first stock off from Pavelski, which is a good change of pace that we've seen in this set so far. Pavelski's usually getting those first stocks over Munir, so great pickup so far for the character pick, or character switch.
Great pickup indeed. He is in the lead here, but he's going to be presumably losing that stock relatively soon. Pavelski is looking for a KO. He's getting very close here. We can smell it from a mile away.
Yeah.
But Munir is going to be able to pick up a little bit of damage before that happens.
Yeah, there we go. Yellow. Pavelski in the yellow here. Pavelski can definitely make something happen here. Rocking the great sword. Hattori a little bit harder to hit than we've seen from, you know, his other JM.
Ooh.
Wow, I say that he just hits like a 4 or 5 piece string there.
Massive combo onto Moonrico, but Pavelski is
know.
taking it back here with the great sword. Throwback to when Foda called Mooner KO Moonrico first time he was ever on a dev stream.
Monorico. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Another neutral state coming out from Pavelski, connecting as well, getting that last stock. Munir is on his tournament stock here. If he loses this, he actually gets eliminated from the entire event. So he needs to hold on to this as long as he can. Pavelski going crazy with the greatsword still. D-Light into the end light there. Okay. Oh,
Side stick coming out, massive option. There it is, taking down Pavelski. Sticking to the sword here. Most important stock of his game right now.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, for a regular player, a sword would be like an easier KO option, I feel like. But in the hands of Pavelski, greatsword is he's just so comfortable with this greatsword. He doesn't care about the sword. We haven't really seen Pavelski on the sword as much on this Jaehyun pick. He's been rocking that greatsword, and I don't know, maybe he needs to switch it up soon. He's getting rocked right now with Munir's sword. 1-in-1 stock, and neutral stick almost hits Polly. Uh-oh.
Nair coming out. Recovery. Pavelski with the big options. Getting super close to this KO by now. And there's the combo. Anything could have been massive. Haymaker isn't hitting. What is going on? Munir's all the way off the side, but he's going to be able to make it back still. The Nair didn't connect.
Beautiful catch there. Beautiful catch there with the D-Light. recovery, and that's Pavelski moving over to the next side
He's
of the
top
bracket.
4.
Yeah, he's
He's
top
still
4.
in, boys.
I wonder if we'll see another Tesla from Pavelski, but good job from Munir holding on against Pavelski's Jaehyun demon. You know, very impressive to see the 1v1s coming through. It was pretty close too, but Pavelski came out on top. It's very different to see all these, you know, the great sword in general and just a great sword mirror at that. So it was exciting to see. I respect it. I respect it for sure.
I also respect it for sure. It's been an absolutely amazing run of the show so far, and this means that in the winners final, we're gonna have Sarmay going up against Swada, and in the elimination semifinal, we will have Godly going up against Pavelski. Only big names from here on out, and extremely entertaining hype games coming up. I'm extremely excited.
I'm excited as well. I think overall it's going to be intense, insane as well. We saw Sarmay on the Val earlier popping off, and Swada as well on the Jala, putting insane pressure on Aquino. We saw Swada so far, you know, 3-0ing in the bracket on winner's side. Sarmay kind of coming close with Munir, but you know, Munir was playing insane earlier, and still playing really good, but unfortunately he is out of the bracket now. We'll see this matchup between Sarmay and Swada. I love both of them. I'm gonna have to say that, I don't know, I'm leaning towards Swada taking this one. I'm leaning towards Swada.
Yeah.
But, you know,
yeah.
You know, I love both of them though. They're both goated.
It's very doable. And it looks like one moment. All right, it looks like we're going into our next set straight away. It's going to be Swada going up against Sarmay in the winners final.
Yeah.
I was just getting confirmation real quick that we were going straight away. We are playing right now. Swada on the Jala, Sarmay on the Val, as we saw before. Same picks that these guys are on.
Yeah, exactly what we were talking about. That Val and the Jala. Going at it. Swada in the lead right now, playing aggressive with the sword. But we saw Sarmay and how demonic he was on the gauntlets earlier, how he was able to take 2 stocks back to back in quick succession with that gauntlets. But we also saw Swada do the same thing with that axe. So we'll see what happens here. Great edge guard here with the side air. Swada doing a lot of work right now.
A lot of work indeed. On the axe now, getting very close to finding a KO. Smell the end light. Their recovery, there it is.
Their recovery gets the first knockout of the set pretty, not too early on, but still pretty early. Swada going in with the axe. The sword did really well for him in the beginning, and he just closed out with the axe, but he's still holding on to that Sarmay, still on the gauntlets. And again, I really do think the gauntlets will show up here in a second, but Swada just keeps hitting these axe hits, and before we know it, Sarmay's already deep red, almost getting knocked out here. Wow, I don't know, man. Swada just very consistent and accurate with these axe hits.
Sarah coming out, taking Swada down onto the left side of the screen, but he's not able to find a KO. So Swada just refuses to go down so far in this game. And there's the second KO, just establishing his lead even further.
Wow, yeah, Swada starting off the set very, very strong in the winner side here. Pretty dominant. Sarmay still trying to get that first stock off Swada, being in the red. Nice side air, potentially a weapon throw here. There we go. The weapon throw into the ground pound gets the denial. Swada is now only 1 stock ahead, but still, that is 1 whole stock that he has as an advantage. Swada sticking on the sword. Gauntlets coming here. I'm going to play Sarmay doing as much as he can to even out this disadvantage on his side.
He's on the gauntlets, which is definitely a very good weapon to do that on. Looking for some kind of grounded play here, but Swada is going to be taking him down with the ground pound. What is going on, Swada? What kind of option is that?
He went for the ground pound, anticipating some sort of fast fall there, but missing it. You know, very, very interesting option. A side signature, no punish. See what happens here. You know, so Sarmay's been able to bring it back here in a ground pound, seals the deal. They're 1 stock each, but Sarmay is in KO percentage here, I feel. So, I don't know, it's very dangerous for Sarmay.
Very dangerous indeed. GC sidelight coming out. Swada, oh, the DC could have been the KO and the end of the first game, but not just yet. Sarme able to avoid it. We are still in the game.
Oh my gosh, Sarme really just bringing this back. Consistently hitting these gauntlet attacks. A double side air does the job though. Game 1 goes to Swada. But you know, Sarme did bring it back there. I think he's waking up a little bit more, adapting to Swada's playstyle, his really aggressive playstyle on Axe and on Sword. And we'll see how that carries on to Game 2 here. Will Swada be able to hold that lead again here in this next matchup? Or will Sarme be able to adapt and come out on top overall? So we'll see what happens. Again, these are top tier players here on the winner side. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen indeed. And Swada is going to be getting the first weapon. It's going to be the Axe. Sarme already doing a little bit better than last time around. He's on these gauntlets. He's putting, his... Wait, Senketsu?
Yeah.
In English, do you say put your feet on the table? Or is that a Swedish thing?
I don't...
Or like your front feet first. Never. Anyway,
I've never heard that.
Sarme is going hard. Was what I'm trying to say. Sarme is going hard. It's not a good idea to translate Swedish idioms into English, but it's very funny. So I might as well keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm super open to different sayings and words. I'm very curious about what that means. Oh, Swada gets denied with a weapon throw. Very good there. All right, Swada pushing here. A sword mirror coming out from Val, and okay, D-Light recovery takes out the stock for Swada there. Fresh stocks are even across the board. Swada and Sarme both doing very well in this game 2. Swada with
doing
the
very
axe.
well so far.
Yeah.
Very evened out. Sarme looking for the read there, not able to find it though.
Okay, there we go. No, Sarme's gauntlets are pretty dangerous once it gets going, but Swada's not giving him the chance. But in game 2 here, it looks like Sarme is definitely, has adapted to the playstyle and is holding the lead right now in damage. But can he hold it? Can he hold on to it? I think. Oh no.
Recovery coming out, and that is going to be the KO. Sarme keeping the lead here, keeping it competitive. This is looking like a very possible 1-1 in the set. But Swada absolutely subverting our expectations here. Very close to a KO, not just quite yet though.
There we go. Yep, Swada with the D-Light recovery there, closes it out. Again, this is game 2. So we'll see what happens here. It's one stock each. Very, it's different than last game. Very dominant from Swada first in game 1. Sarme's been able to bring back, make it a little bit even here in game 2. A sword mirror gets a neutral state catches Swada off at the edge. Oh god, this is not looking good for Swada.
Nair's coming out from Sarme. Lots of aerial attacks, keeping Swada on his toes. And there's the true combo. Gonna try to follow it up with the Sair. Not able to connect it though. Swada, this is the one chance you have. But Sarme is able to find that NSIG, bringing the set to a 1-1.
Wow. Yeah, Sarme was able to adapt and even out the playing field, getting that first match under his belt, making it 1-1 in winner's side here. So both characters, both players still holding on to their same picks. We got Val and Sarme, and Jala on Swada. So we'll see what changes. I feel like I haven't seen as much axe hits on Swada in game 2. Maybe Sarme's spacing has just been overall a lot better to kind of deny Swada of these hits. We'll see what happens again. Oh, what?
Oh my god, Swada! That's such a Swada thing to do. That's like the most Swada option out of the Swada options.
Yeah, I would say. The dodge into a ground pound to punish the ground pound on the sword, just insane. Oh, and a D-Light ground pound perfectly on the corner of the map. Takes him off stage there. Very well played by Swada.
Very well played indeed. In the lead here, we could be having a back-to-back-to-back kind of situation into the set if Swada keeps this going. Sarme steering the wrong way, Swada not able to capitalize off of it. In general, we're seeing a very slow game here. Of course, this game putting you up for grands, which would be an absolutely massive thing for any of these players to do.
Yeah, it's always very nice to have that lock-in for grand finals there at GC Enlight. again to deny Sarme of the stage on Demon Island here. Swada throwing his axe away, but picking it up again, trying to make something happen, but gets caught mid-combo with a D-Light recovery. Sarme, great option coming out from him. Evens out the stocks, but again, at a damage disadvantage in favor of Swada there.
Good couple of hits coming out from Sarme here, though. Swada able to get out of the madness with a dodge outwards, though. Here on the sword, doing some nice aerials, but Sarme is picking up the pace, and it looks like he's back into the lead. But Swada going to be knocking him out.
Yeah, good punish from the ground pound. Swada hits that side air perfectly for that punish, and it, you know, takes him out. It's still 1-1 in the set, so there's still kind of some room to play around with. Swada hitting some axe strings as well, putting a lot more pressure and damage. Each axe hit does more and more damage here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Very well played.
Very well played indeed. Bringing it to 2-1 on the scoreboard here, and we're actually seeing the first legend swap of this game. We're seeing Sarme going over to this Mordex.
Very interesting. Yes, we haven't seen any Scythe, I believe, at all in the tournament so far, in the top 8 side at least. And we'll see how Sarme does in this, because this is match point here. If he does lose, he will go to the elimination side of the bracket to play the winner of the Pavelski and Godly matchup. But so far, you know, his Gauntlet's still doing a lot of work.
Gauntlets are looking incredibly good, but I am afraid of the Scythe coming out from Sarme, and I think Swada should be even more afraid. It's every single time you see a Scythe in the hands of Sarme, you know that something's about to go down.
Yeah, for sure. Scythe has so much potential here, and the reads coming out from Sarme on the Gauntlets is definitely shaking up Swada a little bit. Swada in the red right now. Oh, interesting clash there. Very interesting clash. A recovery seals the deal, and Sarme is now in the lead.
In the lead indeed here on the Scythe. Swada waking up with an Enlight, trying to get this KO off as soon as possible. It's gonna be the GCD ground pound on the unarmed offstage that'll do it. Now completely equalized again.
Yeah, no hits here for Swada, or against Swada here. So Swada was able to equalize it completely, like you said. Fresh stocks entirely, both yellow now. Swada trying to make more plays happen with the sword, throwing the axe away. And Sarme sticking on that gauntlet. Sarme's gauntlets are pretty consistent here in this tournament.
D-Light Nair coming out from Sarme, trying to get him off stage. In a little bit of a damage advantage, and there it is. Beautiful NSA coming out from Sarme, bringing him down to their last stock. This could be a game 5.
Yeah, this could be. We've seen, I feel like two game 5s so far. This would be our third, potentially, if Sarme gets the lead here on the Scythe. Swada goes for that side air. A quick punish would even out this game, but Swada just needs to get that. So we'll see if he can maybe hit a D-Light recovery here. And
oh my god!
Just that.
Yeah, called it.
Perfect.
That's very, very, very good combo coming out from Swada. Going all the way up there like an absolute mad lad.
Yeah, he knew his options. He knew what he had to do, and just like that, he was able to even it out. But Sarme's been able to hold this advantage throughout the entire match. So he wants this game 5. He wants to go to Grands, and he's showing it in how he's playing right now with this Mordex crossover. See what happens here.
On the gauntlets here, all he needs is to bring Swada off stage, and there it is. He's going to be able to do it. Swada is going to be able to slip out of his hands, though. He's not going to be able to get anything.
Yeah, Swada using these light attacks to his disposal. He's just throwing out these sidelights and stairs, and it's actually connecting too as well. Sarme trying to get these reads with the gauntlets. No weapon on Sarme's, and goes for the GCD thing unarmed. It's an axe versus the Scythe. What's gonna happen here? Oh god, just one end light or
what a dodge!
A side air. Oh god,
side air coming out, but it's not enough actually.
No options.
Wow. There it is.
Very well played.
Game 5. Sarme is still in the game.
He's sticking on the Mordex too, which is very cool to see. That was an insane close matchup. One good hit, like one side air, one end light on the axe would have just done the job. A recovery ground, whatever. It would have done it. Sarma was able to get a couple more hits in and close out the deal with a side light on the site. So we'll see how this goes out. We are in game 5. This is the third game 5 of the top 8 set that we've seen. So again, Sarme's not giving it to Swada easily here.
100%. Same legend picks as last time around.
Let's see what happens. They stick to their legends. Swada trying to make, I've seen a little less hits coming out from the axe on Swada here. As I say that, he's hit 3 attacks in a row, but again, he's been favoring more of the sword, and I think he should hover around that sword a little bit more, at least against this Mordex. Nice down air to the side air. Does not hit the side air, but Mordex, Sarme stacking a lot of damage here.
Definitely taking a lot of damage. Swada is looking solid on this sword. All he needs now is a good hit here on the offstage. Actually doesn't even need to go that far off. Endlight's gonna be just fine. There's the KO.
Very good. GC Endlight to close out the KO there. Swada actually opting out for the axe here, which is working out. He's getting the side lights here and there. He's getting one hit after hit after hit, which is great, which is what we like to see here. But Swada needs to extend this advantage a lot more, which he's actually doing. He's doing very well with the axe now. Oh, might even get this knockout here. Ground pound into the down there. Very good punish from Sarme.
Very good punish indeed. Very big lead though coming out from Swada here, with Sarme being all the way down in the red. We could be seeing a KO coming out at any moment, and there it is, reading a sidelight Sair. There was a humble time, there was a simple time where that combo was true, but nowadays you gotta read it. Disgusting.
Yeah. Okay.
They nerfed my weapon, Senketsu. I am angry.
Ew. Stop. But yeah, it was very well played by Swada, kind of going out for that side light into the side air there and getting that knockout. Swada holding that stock advantage in game 5. Again, whoever wins this goes to Grands, comfortably sitting there waiting for the winner of the lunar elimination finals there. Great knockout from Sarme though.
Amazing knockouts. Endlights, not Endlight, Nair GC Endlight coming out from Sarme. Still extremely even. Swada is able to push Sarme off stage, though that could be massive. But Sarme, both of these players are so good at getting out of tricky situations.
Yeah, 100%. Swada still walking the sword, trying to go for the down stick. Very dangerous. He's off stage now against Sarme's Scythe. Sarme still at the damage disadvantage. Swada just needs to get a few more hits with this axe to close out the deal, but Sarme's not giving it to him. A ground pound actually takes him out in the air there. Very well played from Swada. Intense matchup, very even, I would say. And Swada moves up to grand finals there.
Extremely even indeed. And keep in mind, this is still winner's side. So Sarme is not out of the tournament yet. He is going to be waiting comfortably in the Eliminations final, waiting for the winner of Godly and Pavelski, where they will face off for a spot in the grand finals.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see Godly and Pavelski up next. Sarme moving down over to the losers final to play that winner of that matchup, and then going over with Swada in Grands. So Swada sitting comfortably over in Grands. This matchup is going to be insane. I wonder if Pavelski's going to go back to the Tesca, maybe stick on that Jaehyun. Who knows what he's going to play? And Godly just doing that roulette of characters. Who knows what's going to come up? I'm excited to see it. I'm sure everyone's excited to see it. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's been very, very good so far, so make sure you don't go anywhere, as we are going to be going to a very, very short break. The games have been absolutely amazing so far, and we will keep them coming, but before we do that, we're gonna have to leave for around 10 minutes, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Get some snacks, or don't move. If you're very bored, if you're very bored, you can also just bully Sparky in the chat. Regardless,
Okay.
We will be back soon with some really hot gameplay. See you in a bit.
Brawlhalla's first Battle Pass returns. Play, level up, and unlock classic progression items. Updated with new content. You don't have to buy it again. All original track progress was saved. It's a second chance at classic items. Return to Demon Island in Brawlhalla's first Battle Pass Classic.
I am back for mid-season.
CLG, please, bro. Don't nerf Teros.
Remove Teros. Haha, Oz. In our dog region.
I think Boom is any dark player best name.
Yeah, it's definitely not SEA.
I'm the best player.
Oh, I rolled him. I rolled him many times.
Whether or not I'll be playing more after the tournament.
You don't want to miss this show.
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Hey, Kaya, what's got you down?
I just lost a match. What did I do wrong?
Let's talk battle strategies. I'll bet my friend here has some advice.
Ah! Snake Eyes!
Give him the old 1-2.
Yeah!
Call your animal companion.
Thanks, Snake Eyes. Any more friends with good advice?
Ninjas are everywhere, Kaya. Isn't that right, Storm Shadow?
Oh, Storm Shadow!
Watch your feet. Don't blink. He slices and dices.
So many ways to win. And now I know.
And knowing is half the
Ah! Animal Companion!
In person for the first time since 2020. Atlanta, Georgia, where players are born and champions are crowned. The community, back together again, live and in person. The Brawlhalla World Championship heads to Cobb Energy, Atlanta, Georgia, November 4 through 6. Players from all around the world will come together, competing for the largest fighting game prize pool in the world. Players from over 15 countries represented. Competitors, talent, crew, and community. It's more than just a tournament.
Welcome to Brawlhalla Esports Year 7. Over $1 million will be awarded across the season, including 4 seasonal championships, unique pro player events, competitions around the world, a 32-player mid-season invitational, the first ever Japan Invitational, and the Omen Oasis Championship. The season ends with the Open Entry Brawlhalla World Championship, complete with new esports viewership rewards and the largest fighting game prize pool in the world.
North America has a new king. The current North American champion sits atop the ladder at rank 1, but his tournament play started from humble beginnings. Initially, Luna didn't see much instant tournament success, bouncing between 9th and 257th place. It wouldn't be until May 2021, when he teamed with Pugsy in the Spring Championship, that he would break the top 8.
Luna and Pugsy are out of the tournament in 7th place, a very respectable position.
Only being the first of many, Pugsy and Luna would take 4th in the Summer Championship, 3rd in Autumn, and 3rd at Brawlhalla's World Championship of 2021. After many tough losses and 2 months had gone by, Luna and Pugsy would take down top competitors such as Cody Travis and Phazon, as well as Sandstorm and Boomy.
Hello, welcome back, guys, to the Frostfight tournament from Brawl League, sponsored by Brawlhalla, the legends of, just of everything. It's been great so far. This tournament has been amazing. We had a very cool, short little break. I'm glad to be back for you guys to cast the next set with the legend Polly here.
Yes, we are very excited to cast some Brawlhalla. It is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going straight into it, I believe, with Godly versus Pavelski. It is going to be very, very huge. Very insane match indeed.
I'm super excited, man. We've seen quite literally the best Tesca plays in tournaments so far in this stream. It's insane. Consistent early stocks coming from the gauntlets and the battle boots on Pavelski's side. We've seen Godly play insane on multiple different character pickups. So we'll see how this matchup goes. I'm actually so hyped for this set. I just can't wait to get into this game.
I can't wait either. And I really am hoping Pavelski is going to play battle boots. We saw him on the Jayon before. As I said, I'm not disappointed. I'm just a little let down. But hey, there's still chances for redemption, Pavelski. If you're listening, there's still chances.
Yeah, the Jayon pick was actually pretty exciting to see too. The Jayon 1v1 was great. It was great.
He's listening. He's listening.
He's listening. It's good.
He's listening.
It's good.
Let's go.
It in. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I feel like Pavelski not only has been playing great this tournament so far, but also showing and giving the people what they want to see. We've seen the Tesca, the only Tesca so far in the top 8
come
has
on.
been the Pavelski.
Pavelski is a man of the people.
He's a man of the people, 100%. So we're seeing that locked in on Pavelski right now. Little spoilers for you, but yeah, we got that Tesca lined up, and we just gotta wait on Godly's pickup here. I wonder what it's gonna be because it's been a lot
I
different.
have to say, it's so impressive how you can place top 8 to 31 times, but place top 32 18 times. This man has placed top 8 more times than he has signed up to a tournament. No one knows how he ended up in top 8. He got teleported in there the other 13 times that he managed to get into top 8. That is impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. He's an impressive player at that for sure. And I can't wait to get into this game. We're looking at Godly holding on the Koji right now against the Tesca. So I wonder how this sword and bow combination will match up towards this new battle boots and gauntlets. We've seen Pavelski start off every single match with Tesca super strong, super fast, high momentum. He gets that early stock within seconds off stage with that gauntlet. So we'll see if that happens to Godly here around. But again, this is Godly. This is Godly, PR1 of EU right now. Quite literally the best in the region, but Pavelski
in the world,
things up
the best in the no. Let's not take it there. Anyway, we're starting off. We're going to Demon Island. Godly is on the Koji. Pavelski is on the Tesca. Let's go.
The Pavelski trying to start off strong with the gauntlets, but Godly shut him down with the sword here. I don't know, man. Demon Island seems pretty good for Pavelski, I would say. But we'll see. Here we go. Off stage again. Oh, no GCN Sig. Was kind of anticipating that.
It is definitely a good map for Pavelski. I feel like, you know, with those short walls, he might be able to do a little bit more trickery off stage, some tomfoolery, if you will. Is that something people still say?
Yeah, I feel like sometimes every now and then I feel like it's a common phrase
minor amounts of tomfoolery.
Yeah. A little bit more foolery here, yeah. But Pavelski going for the sidelight recovery, stacking up more damage on Godly. I feel like the game, oh wow, the weapon throw to interrupt the neutral sig still doesn't do it in time. Neutral sig catches Pavelski there on the bow, and Godly takes the first stock. But quick restock there with the side signature on arm. Pavelski is now weapon starving, and it's even. It's pretty even.
Incredibly even so far indeed. Pavelski's on the battle boots though for the first time in this matchup, and he's going big immediately. Godly is having a hard time here.
Let's see, Godly or Pavelski with the side lane trying to get that neutral or the side signature there. These battle boot sigs are actually a little bit harder to hit than I've seen in this top 8. I've seen a lot more of these gauntlet sigs connecting, but it doesn't really, I feel like it doesn't really matter because the punish with battle boots is insane. Like, you can carry so many combos with just one D-Light, with one Sair, and it's all true. Or the majority of them are true, and it's, oh, Pavelski, the punish?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I may not be the most experienced battle boots user in the chat room, but I do know that a lot of battle boots players are saying it's hard to recover back to stage, and it's hard to really maneuver really well in the air with these battle boots. The recovery, it looks really good, and it is, but you don't really, you know, you don't have that much stuff going for you in terms of survivability, in terms of maneuverability on the offstage. So against a player like Godly, because I know that Godly knows battle boots. Do you know how?
I don't know.
I watched, in preparation for the tournament, I watched Kozlik's YouTube video, top 15 battle boots true combos. And in the latest true combo, he said, shout out to Godly for finding this true combo. So obviously he's been labbing the weapon.
Yeah, I would assume so for sure. Definitely battle boots will, you know, people have to take it seriously coming up soon. This is pre-patch battle boots, however, but Pavelski's still showing it off and how strong it will be. We'll see how it does after patch, but wow, great neutral sig to catch Pavelski off from coming back into the map. He knew he would go up higher there and catches that with the bow and sig. So first game goes to Godly. Pavelski is down 1 on the set. Sticking with the Tesca, we'll see what Godly picks up in the next matchup. You know, pretty good so far. And I don't know. I still don't know who's gonna do. I'm kind of leaning towards over Godly on this one, but just because Tesca is not super known, but you know what is known is how insane Pavelski plays Tesca earlier on in the in the earlier sets. We'll see if he can bring that energy back into this matchup with Godly.
Yeah, 100%. And Godly is currently restarting his game really, really quickly. We will be back into the action as soon as he gets in, which he has right now. We can only assume that Godly is probably going to stick to this Goji as well. Pavelski, we already see him locked into this Tesco.
100%. So we'll see what changes here. I feel like the first game one, it was a lot slower than what we've seen earlier in the bracket. I think Pavelski tried to go in pretty hard there, but the spacing Godly had and the punishes he had kind of slowed the game out, which was definitely needed, I would say. So we'll see how it goes in the second game, and if the momentum or the pace of the game is any different.
100%. And we are seeing the Koji again, of course. Maybe a Miami Dome instead of Demon Island. We saw that we saw that map so many times when who was it?
Pavelski and Moonier, I think.
Pavelski and Mooner, yeah, that's right. And we saw that map work out great for Pavelski. I actually wasn't watching. Did you see if it's Miami Dome?
I actually did not. I did not catch it. We'll see. But Miami Dome would favor, I feel like, Pavelski a lot more. He uses that side signature and a lot of the. Yep, we are on Miami Dome. So
and that's Pavelski's pick.
Benefit, yeah, for sure. So we'll see how this goes.
All right, Godly getting the first weapon.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, good weapon star.
Onto these gauntlets now, looking for any kind of starter. But Godly, man, look at that. Pavelski. Godly saw that Pavelski was looking for the gauntlet sidelight, and he jumped out of it so beautifully. Godly, I swear to God, Godly plays this game 2 steps ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, he's playing ahead of everyone. A down signature on Gauntlet, trying to get that off stage. But I feel like this map also benefits Pavelski in that, like, the sides of the map are pretty long as well. So getting back on stage, there's more options to that with those battle boots, and he can utilize these soft platforms as well. Beautiful side air there, and maneuverability. Pavelski trying to make something happen off stage, as he should with the Tesca.
Nice exhausted recovery coming out from Pavelski, punishing Godly. DC coming out. It's not going to be able to knock Pavelski out just yet, though.
Just barely. Almost makes it back on stage, but yes, very good D-Sig coming out from Godly to almost take him out of the map. And again, another restock with an unarmed side Sig. Not seeing that coming, Godly gets taken out, and it's fresh stocks for both on Miami Dome. Oh, okay.
Beautiful options by Pavelski here, racking up some damage here onto Godly. Oh, there was a GC, but he wasn't able to capitalize off of it, get some kind of big punish, some big string. Godly is still looking quite healthy. Battle boots don't really deal that much damage.
Yeah, I don't think it does much damage, but they stack on a lot of combos. Oh, and he goes for the ground pound just for show. I'm not too certain that Godly was gonna make it back on stage, being that at that specific angle, but the ground pound just sealing the deal regardless. I just think the ground pound on Battle Boots is so satisfying to watch, man. It's just, that kickdown is pretty cool, but that's besides the point. But Pavelski going crazy on Battle Boots again off stage, carries Godly back over to the map, and actually doesn't make it. What a match!
There it is. It's already over. Pavelski coming out on top, leaving the set with 1-1 on the scoreboard now. And it looks like they aren't waiting around. They're going into the next game immediately.
Yeah, that was insane. The amount of force that those boots carried Godly over on the side of the stage. He had no options to come back to the map both times, actually, for his last 2 stocks. Koji still hanging on to Godly there. They're not changing any character picks, so we'll see what happens in Game 3. Pavelski found his way with the battle boots on Game 1 or Game 2. Now we're going into Small Brawlhaven to see if anything changes here.
I doubt too much is going to be changed here with this legend pick. Of course, I might be wrong though. Pavelski will get these battle boots first. Godly holding his ground very well with this sword. I don't know how to feel about this. Pavelski is also playing so differently now, right? Because we saw Pavelski before that would always go for, you know, kind of a 0 to death on the first stock. Now we're seeing a way more reserved Pavelski, taking his time with his options, going for more solid options.
Yeah, he knows these battle boots are crazy punish weapons, man. If you miss an attack at all, you get a 3-hit, 4-hit string for free, basically, on the you know, the pre-patch battle boot. So we'll see Pavelski trying to make something happen. A sidelight into a recovery into a GC side signature. Throws the first stock off. Pavelski making the plays happen. And Godly unarmed, currently on game 3 here.
Sidelight. Dare coming out, not going to be connecting though. Pavelski still has the battle boots. I'm not going to lie, I thought Pavelski was unarmed. I can't tell when you have. I can't tell if you're unarmed or if you have battle boots equipped. It's so hard, man.
He's got the kicks. He's got the kicks equipped.
I'm also not going to lie. I feel like I feel like skins on battle boots will either go insanely hard or be like the most useless skins in the game.
Because people won't see it as much.
Yeah, but it would also be really cool. Like, you know, like how there's blasters that have like animated fire. Imagine if you had that on your feet, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Yeah, that'd be great. Great gauntlet string coming out, and
Pavelski
potentially see. Oh, the D-Ray almost connecting there.
Oh, going around the bottom, which is something you wouldn't have been able to do on Miami Dome, and that's gonna secure him the KO, staying in the lead here.
Wow, great option there. GC D-Light recovery to punish Godly being up so high in the map there. Again, a great punish weapon from Pavelski. He's been able to really capitalize on these hits.
This could be big. This could be big. Pavelski was looking for it. Godly, very good at keeping himself safe, though. Not going to be going down to that. But another massive strength from Pavelski! That's the 2-stock! That's the 2-stock! And all of the dreams of the chat have been answered as Pavelski is bringing the set to 2-1.
Wow. That is wild. The battle boots literally carrying Godly off the right side of the stage again with those siders. So much force being put behind those boots, and again, so it's the punishes, man. The punishes are so consistent. And you said earlier that, you know, Pavelski switching up the pace of the game, or switching up his playstyle against Godly a little bit, not going for those 0 to deaths as he was earlier. But it's, you know, it's working in his favor. It's working in his favor against Godly, and now he's 2-1 in the set against Godly.
Ooh, Godly is done playing around. Godly is done playing around. He's getting serious. He's getting serious to get to. He's going over to Rayman.
3, 2.
I'm scared. I'm scared. Please hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Okay, I got it. We're holding.
Okay.
Godly on the axe, goes for the punish, tries to get the punish here. Pavelski trying to. I feel like he always tries to look for those 0 to death options in the beginning of the map, or just a really quick KO on these gauntlets specifically if he gets them. But Godly still playing a little bit more patiently here, trying to get that axe hit from Pavelski, but Battle Boots is coming into play here. And it's looking quite dangerous now. Oh, nice dodge.
Good options coming out from Pavelski, knocking all the way out. And oh my god, and that's the KO in 40 seconds. Pavelski's only orange, Senketsu.
Oh my gosh. Pavelski actually hitting these necessary attacks on the battle. It's getting that down signature, using that active input forward, and going for that, you know, the weapon throw into the GC down sig, or GC D-Light down sig, or it's insane. The ground pound, insane. Very well played from Pavelski on these battle boots. I feel like someone in the chat earlier said that Tesco was made for Pavelski. I could definitely see that.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that as well. I feel like it was made for Pavelski and Sandstorm. Those are the players that this weapon was made for. It was made with them in mind, for sure.
Like, it's
Godly getting these gauntlets now, though, throwing out a couple of D-Sigs, trying to keep Pavelski on the tip of their toes. He's gonna be able to get past them either way, though.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Nice silent recovery coming out from Godly to punish Pavelski there. He's in the orange, almost red now. Trying to weapon star Pavelski here, trying to keep him away from those battle boots. But Pavelski still getting hold of it. Godly going for an insane gauntlet string, still extending, but a clash happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. The battle boots. Battle boots is terrifying, Polly. It's terrifying.
Absolutely devious battle boots. Pavelski's not gonna be making that back, and Godly is back into the lead here.
Yeah, he
just needs to get this one stock down, and then it's game 5. Match point.
The disadvantage of battle boots, like you said earlier, again, is the recovery and coming back on stage. You know, it's not the best. I feel like a lot of Battle Boots players struggle with trying to get back on stage. If they don't get that knockout, it's quite difficult. Godly can't make it back. Very close, very close. We're a 1 stock each. Pavelski in the orange, yellow, orange mustard.
Hey, he's on those battle boots. He's on the battle boots, though, Senketsu. His health may be mustard, but he's on the battle boots.
See what happens here. Ooh, a neutral sig coming out on the right side of the
First
map.
sig
Godly.
from Godly.
It is, yeah. See what happens here, dude. I don't know, man. It's very passive right now, I would say. They're just missing a lot of hits here, but here we go. Godly with the punish. In a down sig, that does it.
There it is.
Wow. Very good.
Godly bringing it to a game 5, and we're up to match point.
I don't know, man. I feel like Godly's playing the right type of way. He's slowing down a bit. He's punishing Pavelski for you know, being on those blasters. And again, if he takes him off stage, it's very difficult for him to come back on stage. So he's kind of taking advantage of that as well. Pavelski is back on Demon Island. You know, that I feel like that served him well earlier. I think he won that last matchup, but I could be wrong here. Pavelski started strong with the battle boots. See what they do.
Nice couple of attacks coming out from Godly, keeping Pavelski on the offstage, giving him a really hard time here, actually.
Yeah, this is gonna be the tournament set for either player here, or at least the losing player here. So if Pavelski falls here, that's the end of the Tesca showcase of the tournament. So if anyone's rooting for Tesca, they're gonna want Pavelski to win here, but Godly's gonna kind of gatekeep him out, and he's in the red right now, so Godly's doing super well in this game 5 so far.
Ooh, nice weapon throw coming out from Godly as well. Keeping him off. That Rampant would have been absolutely game-changing. Godly, you should not have gone off stage there. That was very scary.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Actually, yeah, this could be difficult for Pavelski. Actually, Demon Island is more rough on him than it would be for Godly here. The down signature on both weapons would be great coverage for Pavelski coming back on stage just like that.
Sidelight coming out, leading into another one. He got the dodge back by that time, though. Pavelski almost an entire stock down. He needs to get this KO right now to have a chance. And that could have been it, but God was able to dodge out of it.
Yeah, going for that chase dodge. Recovery there after the D-Light was very important there. Pavelski trying to find an option here. Trying to get a kill. Nutrisig missing. Godly still very low. Trying to get that recovery as well. Pavelski can't find this knockout here. But Godly might find his second stock. Oh.
Oh, what a weapon throw! And the Enlight? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Pavelski getting quirky with it. I couldn't find a better word. I'm sorry.
I like it. No, I feel like that fits there 100%. Pavelski deep in the red here. Godly needs one hit on Pavelski to get this further in his advantage, being 1 stock ahead. But can Pavelski bring it back? Show off the Tesca battle boots, and he still lives. He still lives off that recovery. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Oh! Battle boots things.
Battle boots things. Dang, that second Sarah hits. He got that stock. If he hit that second Sarah, it would have. Oh, he's still alive. But the weapon finds him on the throw.
Not for long.
Man.
Why would you jinx him, man? Why would you jinx him?
Here we go. Godly on the axe right now. Can Pavelski bring it back?
The Sparky Curse, Polymonto Bless, and the Senketsu Jinx.
All right, here we go. Oh, trying to go for the reads on Gauntlets. Godly on orange right now. Great weapon throw into the axe weapon throw into the Enlight on Gauntlets. Godly is almost taken out here.
KO could be incoming at any moment. Pavelski just needs a couple of good hits, a signature, a recovery, a well-placed Sair. There it is. Finally able to even it out, but he took quite a beating, you know. To be fair, he's on these battle boots though. It is doable, but Godly is looking strong. The Sair's coming out. Pavelski has barely no options left, and that should be done deal. Godly is advancing to the next round.
Very well played from both sides. Pavelski bringing it back almost at the end there, but Godly still holding true, kind of denying him of the stage. I feel like Demon Island was very critical in that as well, to really push him away from the stage and deny him completely of the map there. And Game 5 goes towards Godly. He moves up in the tournament, and Pavelski gets eliminated at this Frostfight tournament, again sponsored by Brawlhalla. Very well played, Polly, throughout. I think it was a very good set indeed, and now we're going to be watching Godly and Sarme play in the next matchup. But Seska is gone from the tournament, to my knowledge, unless Godly wants to switch it up. I don't know.
Unfortunate.
It's up there.
Unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is, Senketsu.
It is. It is what it is. So let's look at the bracket here. Let me see. Actually, yeah. So we got Sarme and Godly fighting in a losers final. Winner of that matchup goes, or that set will go to fight SWAT and Grands. And I feel like there is a very real possibility that we might even see a reset here. I feel like Godly over on the loser side, or Sarme, can definitely bring it back to SWATA and prove a challenge to the grand finalist right now that's holding his spot up there. So we'll see what happens here of the Sarme and Godly matchup.
Which also, I'm fairly certain, is a matchup that hasn't happened between Godly and Sarme. Yeah, it's a matchup that hasn't happened between Godly and Sarme. They were coming in from two different sides of the bracket, so they actually haven't fought all tournaments. Which, you know, as you get this close to the end of the end of the bracket, it gets more and more increasingly rare, since most things are rematches at this point.
Yeah. 100%. Godly starting off with a Suri, making a lot of sword. It's connect, denying Sarme of the stage. Sarme on the cannon with Sidra as well. Can't find any entry in the stage. Oh, no punish with the recovery. Godly with almost no options. Dang.
Nice air coming out though. The dare! That dare was so that dare was so good, Senketsu. Oh my god.
Oh, the punish! The punish of the side sig. Sarme doing great for that punish. Godly's been pushing him off the entire match so far. It's still, they're hovering over that left side. Godly just keeps on hitting over there. Recovery does not kill, or does not take out Sarme here, but there we go. Sarme did good though.
Sarme did very, very good. He brought Godly all the way down to orange here. All he needs now is to get a swift KO. But Godly, you know, he's on those Qatars. You've got to be very, very careful not to get entangled into some funny business.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny business and tomfoolery to be had with some Qatar plays, especially with Godly. Here we go. Trying to get those strings going, but the D-Light Nair steals the deal for Godly. Sarme brings it back to 2-2 on the set here in the elimination finals.
Good couple of attacks coming out from Sarme with the cannon. Almost equalizing the damage here, but Godly is keeping it very, very tight with these grounded attacks off the sword.
Yeah, we didn't see actually Sarme playing Sidra, you know, in this top 8 set. I feel like we've only seen Sarme play that Val. So this is a very cool switch up here against Godly, but maybe he knows that maybe Godly isn't too good against Cannon, but it doesn't look that way here. Godly's definitely in the lead, but he needs to get as much extra credit as possible going off stage here against Sarme, stacking up the damage. I wonder how long he can last.
And light recovery coming out from Godly. Getting closer and closer to taking down this final stock.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. He's done a lot of damage. All of that is an advantage to Godly. He's still one stock ahead. There we go. The Slayer does it for sure. What? No, it does not. It does not do it. That will. No, it does not. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And there it is. Godly going down to their last stock by now. One stock apiece. Godly only needs a couple of hits here. A single true combo or a weapon throw. There it is.
Super accurate weapon throw too. He threw it down, anticipating the down air from from Sarme there, and it connects. So very well played from Godly. Again, moving with 1-0 against this pick and this matchup between Sarme and losers final. I don't think it doesn't look like they're switching here. So yeah, I would assume. I feel like Sarme, I don't know. He was doing very well with Val throughout the tournament. so I'm questioning the Sidra pick, but it's doing work. He was down to 1 stock, and oh, okay. It looks like we are moving off. I think Godly is resetting here for a little bit, but again, yeah, I do not see Sidra moving forward. We have a character switch up for Sarme moving forward. Polly, what do you think of that last match?
That last match, you know, Sarme got incredibly close, super competitive all throughout. The Sidra pick, I'm not really sure what to think of it. You know, I know that Sarme has a very wide roster. I know there's a lot of legends that he feels comfortable with, but I don't know if Sidra was the pick today. It looks like they are going to be picking Lucian this time around, and I'm just like, is that any better? I don't even really know at this point. You know, you're kind of going from wonky to wonky, and I don't really know how to feel about it. But again, I shouldn't be the one questioning Sarme. He's an amazing player. I am just here waiting to see what he's going to be able to do with this pick.
Exactly. We can only see what he does now in this game. We are going to game 2 here, starting off with Godly on the sword. Sarme strong with the with unarmed here. Okay, Sarme switching with these Katars. Yeah, we don't know what Sarme's going to be doing with this Lucian pickup. Hopefully, you know, it is something that might prove strong against Godly, but Godly is still keeping his own here.
Definitely keeping his own so far. Super even all throughout. Sarme on the Katars. He will lose them though.
Oh,
there's
wow.
the Sair coming out, and Sarme is going to be going down in barely 30 seconds.
Yeah, very important side air off stage there. Quite accurate as well. Completely denying Sarme of entry of the stage. Godly on Katars now, so we gotta watch out for that.
1 stock down on the board. He needs to get this off right now. He's on the blasters. He needs to find... Okay, there you go. There's the dare.
Ooh.
But it's not going to be the KO, not just yet.
Yeah, quick maneuvering around Godly. He was able to maneuver around that down air. He knew it was coming to you know, protect that edge. Sarme trying to get that recovery, and he does. Gets that first knockout for Godly there. It's 2-2 right now, but Godly in the lead in damage.
Definitely in the lead in damage here, but Sarme is on those Katars, and you know, they're going to be able to rack up quite a bit of damage if he just gets a foot in here. On Godly, but Godly is doing such a good job at knocking Sarme off stage again and again and again. He just can't catch a break, and that's going to be the second KO.
Yeah, his sword is doing really well here. Godly is putting so much pressure with the side airs here as well. Everything's connecting. The blaster's not really finding its way in here. Gets that recovery KO earlier on, but nothing else after that. I feel like Godly trying to make a play. Oh! Barely makes it back. Barely makes it back.
Coming in with the Katars. Sair on ground. Not able to make anything big happen. Doesn't really need to make anything big happen, though. He just needs to get a couple of good trade hits here, really. And then, you know, eventually he's going to win the game. He's so close.
Yeah, not a lot of attacks. Oh, well. Might be speaking too soon there. Nice dash jump into the ground, or the recovery gets that first stock. Actually, it's not too far away now. Sarme in the yellow, holding onto those blasters. Godly back on the sword, however, and we've seen how much pressure he's been able to do with this sword. I think versus the Katars against this Lucian pickup, I think Godly with the sword is doing quite a bit more work. We'll see if he holds on to that.
We'll see indeed. They're coming out from Sarme. He hits the D-Light as well, racking up more and more damage, but Godly, again, his neutral game is too strong. Sarme can't really get in there and make anything happen. Godly just keeps knocking him away again and again, and there's the D-Lights there, bringing the set to 2-0.
Yeah, very dangerous for Sarme here. A second character pickup on the Lucian. You said wonky to wonky, and it didn't really change too much. Godly still in the lead 2-0 over in the set. Let's see how it switches up. Maybe he'll play more of the Katars or something like that in this next matchup. Still sticking on Demon Island. We're going into game 3, match points of the loser final set here.
Again, same picks, same map. Lucian going up against the Suri. Sarme versus Godly.
Yeah, Godly is completely dominating this set so far, being at a 2-0 lead. stacking a bit more damage as well. As you said earlier, he just needs to get a few hits in there. As long as Sarme isn't trading, that's all he really needs there. We got a Qatar mirror going on for both sides.
Sidestick coming out, great punish by Godly with the Qatar Sair. Sarme bouncing him up onto the top of the stage though. Aerials left and right, he can't touch the ground. Haymaker not going to be connecting though.
Great unarmed nair hit there. The punish, nice end light as well. Godly can finish this off with a D-Light side air or another Sair. There we go, there's a D-Light side air to potentially finish it off. No options, no, Sarme makes it back on stage. Almost gets caught with a D-Light himself. But there we go, a great recovery gets the gets Sarme's first stock. But you know, Godly's very, very low here, very dangerous for Godly.
Sarme now on the blasters, D-Light recovery, finding a quick KO, evening out the game right here. But Godly is going to be able to get that weapon advantage, yoinky sploinky under the nose of Sarme.
Yeah, it's good. Godly's playing very, very good. He's patient. He's getting these hits in. Sarme's not getting these trades as well. It's 2-2, but the damage lead goes towards Godly, and he has enough room to be comfortable here. He's got 2-0 on the sets. Sarme is, you know, facing elimination here potentially if he does drop this match. So a lot of nerves, I'm sure, for Sarme here, but Godly is, ooh, jumps over that ground pound. Sarme off stage on Demon Island. Godly trying to make something happen.
Completely even out. Still Sarme on these Qatars. Oh, Kalash! Is that a Kalash KO? Okay. That's not very often.
The Kalash KO. A recovery coming out from Sarme as well. Godly always in the dark red here. Sarme's doing great work as well, but ooh, Fighter not connecting there. D-Light into recovery doesn't connect.
Recovery coming out. Godly just trying to cling on to this stock for as long as possible. He doesn't need to make anything kind of crazy happen right now. He just needs to play safe, get the stock off, go for your true combos, and make Sarme drop this last stock, and then you're good.
Yep, yeah, we're one stock each. Sarme's looking at his tournament stock here. If he does lose this, Qatar Mirror, Godly is in the lead of it, I believe. Yeah. I don't know, man. Qatar's is wild to me. You miss one thing and you get comboed into oblivion.
You know, Sarme is getting so close. I'm getting a little bit worried here for Godly. You've got to take this stock down soon, man.
Yeah, if you give him that bit of room, he might bring it back. Sarme definitely in the danger zone though. Being red, side air connecting, another side air potentially closes this out. Oh, the neutral stick almost hitting there. Again, this is last stock.
I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath.
This is the last
Any
stock.
moment
now.
now.
Recovery. Wait a second.
Sarme!
Little to no options.
Any option? Come on, Nair.
This is intense.
Weapon throw something. D-Sig.
Oh, the body.
Side sig. Nah, it's over. It's over. Godly with the 3-0.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
With
3-0.
the 3-0.
Very, very, dude, wow, very intense near the end there on game 3. Wow, that was insane. That was quite literally insane. Sarme goes for the Sig, I believe the side Sig on towards the left side. Godly punishes with the D-Light recovery, super consistent, and moves up in the tournament to fight the grand finalist Swada. That's been chilling and holding his own up there on the winner side. Again, Sarme, you played amazing. Almost got the comeback. Unfortunately, Godly took the dub at the end, and we'll see how the next matchup goes. Very impressive from both sides. Godly is just a demon, man.
He's definitely a demon. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last showdown of the night ready and done and locked in the room. It is going to be Swada going head to head against Godly for the grand finals.
Intense
what a matchup.
Sure.
Swada versus Godly.
Intense. You know, if Godly's keeps the momentum he's got going on the elimination side of the bracket up, this could potentially be a bracket reset, Polly. It could, Swada could be looking for or looking towards a, I don't know, hopefully a quick KO here potentially, but Godly's not going to give it to him for sure as easily as one might think. Godly on the
Godly on the Sidra?
Yeah,
on the Sidra, yeah. You know, it makes sense. The sword has been looking good, and he used the cannon earlier when he was on the when he was on the Zol, and Sidra's signature kit is absolutely phenomenal. So this isn't really that bad of a pick at all.
Yeah, this is it did really well. His cannon did extremely well on the Zol earlier. Oh, nice neutral stick to catch Godly as well. Quick stock coming out from Swada there. Godly at the stock disadvantage now. So I don't know. Switcher might have been a good pick, you know, in theory, but right now Swada is definitely still keeping that aggression up as we've seen all winner side. Swada's been an absolute aggressive demon, pushing that axe in people's face and the sword as well, and it doesn't stop here against Godly, PR1 of the region.
And lights coming out, massive damage for Godly, but Swada reasserting himself on the stage here. Big swings of the axe hurling in his direction. Not going to be weapon throwing for that weapon swap though. Still sticking to that axe. Super close to bringing this to 3 stocks to 1 right now.
Yeah, very dangerous look for Godly here. Swada trying to find something here as well. The damage is so red, dude. Like Swada going for the, oh man, this is not a good start for Godly in the grand final set here. Sidra might have not been the pick. But again, Swada at 3 stocks, gonna make this potentially lose a stock here to Godly. See what happens.
And light coming out, so Godly is gonna be able to take that stock off of Swada though. Still, entire stock advantage for Swada here. This is definitely not something you come back from easily. But again, he's on cannon, and when you have cannon, you know, you start questioning the principles of Brawlhalla.
Yeah, cannon one misstep and cannon can take you off the map entirely. Swada with the D-Light Sarah as well. Neutral air comes out for Godly. The damage behind it as well is something to take note of too. Swada keeps pushing Godly off the map. Godly trying to get this stock early. He needs to get this stock early so he can work on the next one. But again, we are only in game 1 of the grand final set. Anything can happen moving forward. But I don't know. I don't think Sidra's the play here. Oh goodness. I'm scared.
GCD light coming out, not going to be connecting though. Swada only needs 1 true combo to get this right now, but Godly is going to be able to find that KO off stage. And this is the closest that Godly has been all game.
Here we go. Can Swada close out the first stock of game 1, or is Godly going to make an insane comeback against Swada here to really switch up things? Oh, the side air just barely missing an end light connecting. Poly. Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's it. Great end lights coming out from Swada, taking the first game, and I can only assume that Godly is sticking to that Sidra pick by how quickly we just went past the character selection screen. But I would be wrong. I'm seeing the Asuri. I'm seeing the Asuri head.
Yeah, you know, as you said earlier, the cannon on Zol did amazing earlier on. The sword has been pretty consistent throughout with Asuri as well. But I don't know, he's switching back over to the Asuri. You know, Sidra probably wasn't the pick against Swada's Jala here. And I feel like this character pickup will be a little bit more to his liking against this matchup for Swada. Good start off from Godly, getting onto the Katars. Trying to get that weapon start, but Swada is getting in there with the axe.
Ooh, big swings from the get-go, trying to get that recovery in there. Really asserting dominance here in the first 20 seconds of the game, making Godly have to push back, getting knocked off stage. Another Sair there would have been absolute annihilation of the first stock.
100%. Another Sair, another down air off stage. Godly is looking like he's in trouble. Swada keep pushing him down on the bottom there. A D-Light side air closes the first stock again. Goes to Swada. Swada looking very strong in the grind final set right now, and looking towards, or looking like he's gonna take this entire set right now. Nice sidelight into the net and the Ensig. Oh, dangerous.
Dares are
Godly
coming
playing
out,
very good.
but Swada isn't able to connect any of them. Godly doing such a good job tiptoeing around Swada right now. He's not able to get anything onto him.
Godly trying to get these insane plays. He actually got a really good N-Sig on Katars earlier. Try to follow up with a down air off on Armed, but that neutral Sig from Swada completely denied Godly of edge guarding him earlier. Swada barely any options. Makes it back on stage. Godly trying to find his first stock, but having trouble. Side air takes it though. And now we're 2-2 on game 2. There we go.
Onto the axe now. Still dealing great damage, but he's not really able to make anything happen. And Godly is just taking it back immediately with like 3 reads in a row. That puts Godly in the advantage all of a sudden.
Yeah, Godly off stage with the sword, keeping Swada unarmed. Another side air into a weapon throw, gets the knockout, and Godly quickly takes the second stock of the match here. Godly looking a lot different than he has in game 1.
Very, very different. These Katars are absolutely lethal right now in the hands of Godly. Swada needs to take this stock ASAP, and with a beautiful ground pound, that will be done. Probably sticking to the sword here.
We got a sword mirror coming up from Godly and Swada here. Swada off stage again. Godly trying to hitting 2 downers into the neutral air. Godly holding that advantage with damage. We'll see if Godly can close out this game and make it a 1-1. Otherwise, Swada will be looking very, very strong, being 2-0 on the next matchup if this continues. Nice edge guard.
And Light coming out, pushing him off stage, keeping the pressure high, looking for any kind of true combo here to just seal the deal by now.
There we go, another Enlight off stage. A recovery on the edge there. Into the side air. Is this it for Swada? Godly with the down signature takes that stock and the match entirely. So we're 1-1 moving forward into game 3 next. This is intense so far, pretty even. And Godly finding his place here on the Asura against Swada.
And we are sticking to the same legend selections here as well. 1-1 on the board. This is as even as it gets.
Yeah. They're playing pretty good as well now. I feel like the guitar pickup, the guitar string earlier on in the second stock really switched things up for Godly, and it was definitely important for him to take that second stock pretty early as well. So we'll see if we see more guitars here. Nice sword pressure coming out from Godly as well. The sword mirror we see here again. Oh.
Good aerial play coming out from Swada here, but Godly answering very quickly by catching his landing, putting himself in a very good damage lead here. Swada answering back quickly too. Lots of sword gaming happening right now, Senketsu.
Yeah, a ton of sword gaming, and I feel like Godly does an insane job. Oh, very good fastball into the neutral air to deny him of the stage, but I feel like Godly does really good at edge guarding right now, especially on the sword. I was using the guitars a little bit earlier, but we've seen a lot of these end lights, these side airs, super accurate, and Swada being tossed around with the guitars right now on stage. Wow! What? He weapon throw down, completely denies Swada of a recovery and closes out that stock.
That was crazy.
Super
That was very,
on.
very strange. But hey, it is what it is. It's Godly. Can you really be surprised?
I did not expect that whatsoever.
Whenever Godly is off stage, sometimes he just makes things kind of happen, you know?
Yeah, man. Just the one quick weapon throw down closes out the entire stock of Swada, and now Godly looking extremely strong. Great catch from Swada there. Great catch.
Great catch indeed. He's down quite a bit, but might still be doable.
Very doable here. Godly with the Enlight recovery here with the guitars. I feel like on stage the guitars do so well, and whenever Swada gets off, that sword option is always there for him as well. With side airs, very good option there into the side signature. Very impressive. Godly gets the second game under his belt, or the third game under his belt. Now it's 2-1 in favor of Godly. This is looking like potentially a grand final reset here.
Swada moving over to the Sidra though. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are esports casters, and as esports casters, we have a legal obligation, contracted, bound by contract to explain what a grand finals reset is. Ketsu, would you like to explain?
Yeah, 100%. So basically, Godly coming from the elimination side of the bracket, if they are able to take this set, we're actually gonna reset the entire bracket on grand final side, and we're gonna start back over on 0-0. And Godly just has to win. If Godly wins again that set, he'll be the grand final champion there. Swada, however, can deny that by getting first place here in the first set. But it is what it is. It is what it is, Ollie. So if Godly does take this win, he will be resetting the bracket.
So explained in simple terms, if Swada wins this best of 5, he wins the entire thing. If Godly wins it, it's kind of like, haha, debated, and we go again.
Perfect.
Ooh,
Very
nice
very
ground
well
pound.
put, Sparky. Very good ground pound. Swada on the Sidra doing very well here against Godly. So, man, dude, Polly, if Swada takes this, we're going to game 5 of the first set here.
We could potentially be
exciting.
going to a game 5. Swada still, you know, I wouldn't count Godly out of it so far. You know, we've seen Godly being able to do some pretty crazy things this set.
But yes, so here we go. Enlight from Sword from Godly, pushing off Swada. Swada is dangerously low in the red here, holding onto that cannon. Godly finds that side air through the weapon throw. Can Godly find that stock? Very well placed weapon throw into the GCD like ground pound, takes the stock and evens out the match. Very well played.
Keeping it extremely competitive here, even evening out the dam. I hate the English language, Senketsu. Why can't we just cast in Swedish?
I would do it with you.
Next tournament, you heard it here first. I'm teaching Senketsu Swedish. We're gonna bring you some of that Swedish commentary. You guys in chat better also learn it, because I mean, if you don't, it's gonna be a little bit of a tough situation.
I believe. I'm super fluid. Oh, beautiful down air into the weapon throw, takes the stock again. Godly sitting comfortably at 2. Swada at 1 stock of the grand final set. If Godly takes this, we are doing a reset. He says he got debated, and we're gonna be redoing it all over again. So can Swada come clutch and bring it back here to bring it to a game, or is Godly gonna be able to reset the bracket here and now?
With the Katars in hand, he's so close to taking down this final stock of Swada and turning this into a new best of 5. Swada needs it right now. He's going for the offstage. He's trying to get this KO as fast as possible. He kind of doesn't know what to do. He's swapping over to the cannon. He's throwing out attacks left and right. He's getting a bit desperate here.
Yeah, we can see the panic setting in for Swada here. He's throwing out attacks, but it's working. The side air into the weapon throw. Do we see a D-Light ground pound? We do see a D-Light ground pound, and it is 1-1 for the stocks here. Swada in the orange, okay, or no, probably, yeah, it looks orange to me. Swada with the cannon, sticking true to that. Godly needs to close out this stock if he wants to reset this bracket. This is the opportunity here, but there is still a game 5 potentially.
There is potentially still a game 5. Swada just needs to start finding some more damage, tries to take him off stage, but Godly gets the KO, and there it is. Godly winning the best out of 5, but oh no, it's a debate. We're going into the next best of 5. Swada pulls a Yoinky Sploinky, and we are going to be playing an entirely new best out of 5. These guys are not done yet. We are going to continue battling it out.
The classic Yoinky Sploinky coming from Godly here. We got the reset. We're back to 0-0. So again, whoever wins this best of 5 takes the win, right, of the grand final set here. Swada and Godly. We'll see if there's any character switches here, but Godly definitely showing up in that set and bringing it home 3-1 of the first set of the grand finals here. But no, we're resetting. So it's 0-0. We see Swada on the Koji now, though. We'll see how that changes.
Okay.
Yoinky Sploinky.
It's time. It's real. It's real. Yoinky sploinky. Yeah, dude. It's the fear. The yoinky sploinky the technique. No one knows how to deal with it. You just absolutely debate the entire bracket and you turn it into a new best out of 5.
Yeah, we saw Godly lose against Moonir earlier, but he's a menace. And he completely sweeps the lower side of the bracket, bringing it back to grand finals, winning that best of 5, and now we're at the reset. So Godly looking off with the first hit here. Unarmed Swada on the bow right now, on the Koji. Oh, almost hitting that ground pound. Godly with that dodge, completely avoiding it. Godly with the sword as well. Godly's been very, very consistent with the sword here on the Suri. So I would see a lot more plays happening here too, but I don't know. Swada's Koji switch up might change things.
All right, we are ready. Swada on the Koji. Questionable drip, but we'll let it slide. It is. It's that we definitely have some gameplay in front of us.
Yeah. All right. Oh, no punish this off stage there. Down air missing completely. Swada no options. Gets that dodge over to the side of the platform or side of the map. Everything off stage right now. Polly Godly trying to deny Swada of a weapon here. A weapon throw. Oh, okay. Actually goes to Swada.
Eli GCN sig not enough to get the KO just yet though. Still on these guitars. Side sig is gonna be able to do. Was that side sig or D sig? I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't tell the difference. I've been playing this game.
It's so close.
Asuri has been in the game since I started playing the game. I've played this game for 3,000 hours. I can't tell the difference between the Asuri side sig and Asuri D sig. In the heat of the moment, they look exactly the same.
Yeah, I think it was. I actually cannot confidently say I know it either. It's so similar. But Godly hitting that unarmed end light, dodging back, trying to get that weapon, but Swada knows it, gets that end sig and punishes Godly for it. 2-2 here on the first match of the reset. Godly on the guitars now.
Swada on the sword though, looking a little bit sus. Lots of aerials coming out, keeping Godly in the air. Now that we're back to grounded gameplay though, this is usually where Godly has a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, good recovery coming out from Godly. Godly swapping out for the sword. We have a sword mirror here. D-Light down air into the recovery. Godly using that platform, but gets caught with a D-Light recovery himself. And another D-Light. These D-Lights just hitting for Swada right now. It's very even. It's super even right now on the board.
Extremely even indeed. Super close to finding this KO now. Swada is gonna get knocked away though, giving Godly a chance to regain stage control, and the dare might just be enough to set a start to the KO.
Yeah, almost trying to get that get back to stage there, trying to go for the left side, but barely missing that. Swada at a disadvantage now, but Godly's super low. Swada with the emote. I don't know if that was a misplay or just there. I don't know. Ooh, it looks like. Okay, maybe we had some difficulties there. We're back over. I don't understand. But there's probably some lag or something, and then
I don't know. Okay, anyway, we're still playing. We're going.
Okay, yeah, it's perfect. Sword mirror. We're one stock each. Very good. I don't know. Maybe that was just a distraction. I don't know. There's a technique. Here we go.
It's definitely a technique.
A lot of swords being hit right here. A lot of swords connecting. An end light weapon throw into the side air. Another weapon throw. Godly. Oh, Swada has no options. Very well played from Godly there.
There it is, and we're going straight into the next one. And no legend swaps. Actually, take that back. Swada is on the Hattori.
Yeah, Swada is on the Hattori. This is actually, if I could be mistaken, but this is like, if we consider the last set as well, this is the 4th match in a row that Godly has won after the character switch from Sidra into Asuri. So we'll see how the Hattori pick goes against this in Miami Dome. I feel like the Spear does really well here as well, using these platforms. But let's see what happens.
Spear. I don't know how to feel about Spear versus Godly. You know, I feel like Swada on the Spear also is like I have pretty much never seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it as much either, but you know, Godly's still pushing it right now. Swada opted out for the spear for a reason. We'll see if it was a good reason. I don't know. Oh, the D-Light catches. They both go for a gravity cancel off the stage there.
Nice nairs coming out from Swada here. Not able to connect many of them though. Could have capitalized greatly off of that GC as well. In general, just Godly doing a great job outmaneuvering Swada right here.
Yeah, perfect recovery there. Maneuvering around Swada, gets that KO early on. And again, Godly's in the lead right now. He's been in the lead and he's holding on to that lead even with these character switch ups. Nice highlight coming out from Swada, trying to get Godly off the map there. Beautiful D-Light recovery into another follow-up. Nope. See what happens. Godly's very low here, Polly.
Extremely low, and that's exactly why the next true combo is going to be knocking him out right there, putting this into an equal situation yet again.
Yep. Let's see, it's pretty, yeah, it's very even actually. Swada really favoring this, well, not super favoring the spear. I feel like he's rocking the sword a lot last stock, but here we go. He's holding the spear, no options. Godly trying to get him off the map there, but the tables have turned. Swada hitting these down airs with the spear off stage. Again, damage is almost basically even here. Swada bringing that damage back up with these recoveries and the nairs. I don't know. The Hattori pick
Still
might have been
completely even. These guys are so neck and neck. It's actually ridiculous. There's so much going on with such a little difference between these two players. Swada going down though. Godly keeping the lead. Going to be sticking to the Qatars.
Yeah, beautiful GC D-Light into the recovery up the top right there to seal that stock in, but Godly's still really low. Again, pretty neck and neck like you said, and I don't know, it's anybody's game. Nice ground pound from Godly. Weapon throw missing a little bit there. Oh, the ground pound. Does he make it back? He does.
Oh, he does. That was massive though still, and I mean, even though that wasn't a KO, that's still a little bit of damage, you know, it's good.
Yeah, that's pretty deep ground pound again. I was surprised that he was able to come back from that. A neutral light unarmed gives Swada enough time to grab that weapon.
Nice side light coming out from Godly, keeping it.
My
my god, Godly!
Oh my goodness!
Godly!
Oh my god! What is he doing?
Godly!
What?
What are those options? What are you doing?
I thought he was going for a D-Light recovery, but instead this man went for a D-Light into a ground pound, into a side air. What? Into the weapon throw, into the... Insane, absolutely insane options from Godly, and it works. It works, and it's amazing. So here we go, 2-0 in favor of Godly. Polly, this might be a 3-0 in the reset, potentially. Swada needs to switch
That would
things
be
up.
insane. That would be absolutely insane. Swada, do not allow this to happen. He's swapping so much back and forth though. It was the Hattori, now it's the Jala again. And Godly opens it up with such a lethal Qatar combo. Swada is struggling, Senketsu. He's struggling. He needs... Swada needs our power. He needs our power.
He needs the power. There it is. There's the power. The D-Light into the recovery. Into another hit. I believe the neutral air on the top of the stage there. Godly and Swada both at the sword mirror. We've seen Swada start with the Jala, go to the Sidra, and it just keeps switching the characters into the Koji, into the Hattori, and we're back to the Jala, which has proven him great success on the winner side of the tournament so far. But against Godly, it's
what
not.
A D-Light.
That's a different story. A D-Light into the recovery closes that first stock out.
Beautiful true combo to get that stock off there. Now still Godly with the stock advantage on these Qatars. He's staying super close to Swada, and you already see Godly is going for these big reads. It's just a matter of time before Swada slips up a dodge, and that's just another stock on. Yeah, I think he was expecting Swada to commit for him there, and for him to, Unfortunately, though, reading the situation wrong. I don't actually even know. Maybe he didn't even have options to get back in the first place, and that was just the best way of maybe getting back.
Yeah, could have been. I'm not Godly. Godly's insane. That probably was correct, but he still fell at the end there and even out the stock. Swada is doing great now. I don't know, man. It could be a Swada win here.
Nice air coming out from Godly. Grab pot, but the nair? Okay.
Beautiful
Okay, Swada.
He had no
calling
options.
out the grandpa with a nair and then tearing him off. This is very possible for Swada. I don't know who's giving him power, but it's some very powerful man.
Oh man, Godly hitting that neutral air off in the map there. Swada is still low. Swada kind of finding his place again in the game here. Great side air from Godly. I feel like Swada's has been completely dominant with the Jala, and he takes it here. But I don't know if he finds that again. He's the aggressive play against Godly. It's just the spacing that he has. He's able to punish everything that he throws out.
On these Qatars now. He is down in damage, but he gets a big punish, and he gets the read as well. And that's already evening out the damage. Both players down in orange. Godly is just a couple of hits away from being the champion of Frostfight 2023.
Here we go. Yeah, this is, if he takes this stock, Godly does it. Godly does gets the
no more
3-0
debates.
reset.
No more yoinky sploinky. This is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yoinky sploinky. Dang, they are dangerously low, Polly. One neutral signal, one anything from me. Oh, the side air.
So close. But the downlight's there! And Godly gets it! There it is! Godly is going to be your Frostfight 2023 champion!
Very impressive. Godly comes through from the elimination of the bracket, takes out everyone in his way, resets the bracket 3-0 as well. Very well played from both parties there, but Godly remaining on top and showing people why he's the PR1 of EU right now. Very well played from Godly. Congratulations. Yeah. Insane matchup, insane set. Very well played.
Many people, he was doubted. People were doubting. People were starting to doubt, and Godly's just coming out here, showing everyone, this is why I'm on top. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna completely reverse the situation. I'm gonna have to win 6 games pretty much straight, and that it is. I have suffered several yoinky sploinkies throughout my career, but I am still able to persevere.
Yeah, very, very insane set that we've seen there. Swada did great in the winner side of the bracket. Super, super impressive Jala gameplay that, you know, we've seen him on other legends as well. But the Jala went crazy. But against Godly, it was just not enough. And again, the yoinky sploinky, as you said, bro, it's insane. Godly did great. Congratulations, well deserved.
Well deserved indeed, but ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for tonight. That is going to be the entire tournament wrapped up, but of course we are going to have another tournament tomorrow, which is of course going to be Frostfight 2v2 as we had 1v1 today.
Thank you so much, Brawlhalla, for sponsoring this event. Frostfight was amazing, and you've seen your champion for the 1v1 side. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the 2v2 tournament as well. That's definitely something you're not going to want to miss. And overall, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and being here. It's been great and awesome.
It's been great and awesome, 100%. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you haven't. At Polymonto, please. I make funny tweets sometimes. I actually haven't tweeted in that long now, but whenever I do tweet, I can assure you it's a banger. Senketsu, what's your Twitter?
It's right there. It's right here. It's Senketsu with 3 U's and a 3. But you can feel free to follow me if you want. If you don't, it's okay. It's all right.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to be back tomorrow, so make sure you come back for that. And we hope you have a wonderful we hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. So yeah, see you later.
Bye.